Welcome to Blair Montgomery High School here. Your Bethesda Montgomery Blair High School, off to a great start. Montgomery Blair High School as your big train play the Tacoma Thunderbolts on the road. I'm Nick Poor here with the geographically knowledged Allie Navarette. How are you doing today, Allie?
I'm great. Better now that we finally got this figured out. You'll see that there's a net in front of us. That is because we are quite literally right behind home plate. The Thunderbolts have set us up under their bleachers.
First pitch ball.
So it's quite an interesting view for Nick and I today.
Yeah. When I say that we're doing everything we could to get this not like this, we are.
We
did.
are.
1-0 count to Felix here. Swung on and missed. Count even 1-1.
Even better now that the big train got another win yesterday, coming up 7-6 over the Metro Braves. Big win there. Had us nervous for a while.
That was a stressful back and forth game.
But once again, it was a win.
Pitch comes in, count 1-2. Thalheimer, the 1-2 to Felix. Swung on and fouls it off. They're going to say he didn't hit it. Might have hit his body or come off the glove of the catcher. That'll be strike 3. Felix up and down quickly there. A good start for Benji Thalheimer.
Yeah, that was a good start for the Salisbury sophomore from Columbia, Maryland. And up now at number 2 in the batting order is TJ Rogers, who's playing shortstop tonight. And Coach Sal, second night in a row where he's putting the shortstop up in the number 2 spot.
Yeah. Swung on and missed on the first pitch there. Count 0-1. Again, your big train 5-1. The T-Bolts 2-3. Both of them definitely in that playoff hunt, although the big train have had a slightly better start to their season. Second pitch comes in low, count 1-1. I believe Big Train beat the Thunderbolts 3-2 at home earlier this season.
Yes, one of those 3-2 games.
One of the many. Hit out to left field, some solid contact, chasing back towards the wall. Does not make the. Is that out of here? No, does not make the catch. It stays in front of the fence. It'll be a stand-up double for TJ Rogers.
Well, he's proven himself in the number 2 spot.
I was going to say, it was interesting seeing him moved up, considering he's been a little cold to start the season, but he just shut me up. There we go. This field might not look big on the camera, but it is. It's 315 to the corners, and I believe 400 to center field. So that was a bomb. It's just the camera angle we're getting here today kind of changes our perspective. Visual trickery. Thalheimer off to a start. 1 strikeout, and then that double as well. Pitch coming in low inside, just misses, count 1-0.
Facing the hottest hitter on this big train roster, Emilian Pitre, who I believe was 4 for 4 last night. Must have one of the highest on-base percentages in this league.
I can fact check that for you because we actually have some Wi-Fi opportunities today. The 1-0 coming in. Called strike, count even, 1-1. So Pitre with a .563 batting average. His OPS is in the top 7 in the league at 126, and his on-base percentage, that's going to be popped out towards left field. It's going to go foul. Count now, 1 and 2.
I want to know who caught that. Someone in our bullpen caught that. Jordan Little was cheering. I'm trying to see whose number it is. He was pretty proud of himself.
Pitre, 3rd in the league in OBPS, only behind Buford from the DC Grays and Brait from the Crop Dusters at 636. I mean, out of every 10 chances he's getting on base 6 to 7 times. Ball in the dirt, count even now, 2 and 2.
Yeah, he's just been quite impressive. And again, Coach Sal making some some batting lineup changes last night and moving Pitre into that number 3 spot, which was super successful, and I'm glad to see it continuing.
Pitre here with a chance to do some damage. Again, Rogers taking a pretty sizable lead off second, although he's tracing back now as Pitre does up his gloves. The 2-2 coming in from Thalheimer. Hit out to right field. That'll land for a single. Rogers will be stuck at 3rd, and runners in the corners already for your Bethesda Big Train.
He is just so consistent.
he is.
I've just been so impressed. Still no outs here, or it's just 1 out. Garrett Felix struck out, but I'm just been very impressed and hoping with runners in the corners the Big Train can capitalize, because something they've sort of been continuing to struggle with is getting runners in scoring position and then not being able to convert.
I'm convinced single ladies is actually about Emilian Petre's ability to hit singles. He leads the league with 10 singles.
Yeah.
Second behind him is Schultz with 6. So it's his own teammate, and there's a gap. So that shows you where the Big Train is at, close to the rest of the league, and where Petre's at compared to everyone else. First pitch called strike, count 0-1. If Petre 10 hits now in 17 at-bats.
I can't remember the last time he didn't reach base.
And there's actually a chance that these statistics don't count yesterday's game, meaning there's 4
which
more
would be
hits.
Ridiculous.
He's a monster at the plate. 0-1 coming in, gets him to foul that off, had him swinging inside. This view is good in the way that it gives us a prime view of pitches breaking late.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to tell, is he throwing a cutter or is that a slider? Which way was that? How hard was it moving? Did it curve or was it just a change up? But now there's full vision here of the motion of each ball as Thalheimer goes for a pickoff throw, not able to grab Petre.
I will say the one thing is we were looking directly at the ump, which is blocking a little bit of vision, but it's fine. It's kind of an interesting setup. New field, new day, new way to broadcast.
And we're giving Posy vibes despite the struggles. Pitch coming in low. That brings the count to 1-2.
Hoping that the connection is better. If it's not, as always, leave us a lovely little YouTube comment.
Please be nice.
Yeah, we know that it's not been great, but we're doing our best. And tomorrow when we return to Shirley Povich, we should have new Wi-Fi.
God willing, there's an update coming in from the county. Ball low and away, count even. Petre is running. Throw comes in from the catcher. They're going to call Petre out at second. Thrown out by the catcher, Gibbs. Petre caught stealing for the first out of the inning. Second out of the inning. Sorry, Felix struck out.
Yeah, great pop-up there from Gibbs to find his second baseman in Fabre. But unfortunate for Emilian, who's been pretty successful base running as well so far.
Yeah, Petre, 4 stolen base attempts this season. Prior to that, caught stealing once. He's now 3 for 5. Ball low and away brings the count to full against Schultz. Again, Rogers still out on third, but now we got 2 outs and 2 strikes here as Thalheimer looks to get out after a solid start, but a great double from TJ Rogers did some damage. Ball low and away. That'll walk him.
Bringing up now Sean Lane, who finally was able to get something to go at bat yesterday evening.
Yeah. So the stats have not updated since yesterday. I can confirm because it still says Sean Lane is hitless.
Nope, not true.
That means that Petre is batting 13 for 20 on the season, pushing his batting average to 65%, and his on-base percentage, geez, I don't even know if I can do that math. These numbers are getting big now. 14, 18 over first pitch from Thalheimer. Strike as that drops in towards the knees to start the at-bat. Okay, I just did the math. Emilian Petre's new on-base percentage would be 72%, leading the league. Hit down the third base line, called fair. Schultz will advance to third on that as it rolls all the way out. That'll be a double for Sean Lane. Not the hardest hit double, but an RBI double it is, sending home Rogers, and the Big Trainer up here 1-0.
You love to see the early lead, and I'm just so excited that Sean Lane is, continuing the momentum from yesterday. He did get an RBI yesterday and had I think 2 hits on the night at least, so he's really improved this week, and I'm excited to see him getting to work early here and bringing in runs for the Big Train.
Coming up now is Baylor Cobb, a guy who is hitless on the season. See if he can make a difference now with 2 runners in scoring position. He's batting 6th tonight, earlier than he was the other day. Ball gets a little loose, but good work from Gibbs to keep it close. No threat there from Schultz on third.
Cobb back behind the plate today at catcher. We've heard from our sources that they've kind of been rotating their 3 catchers through and through each night.
Yeah, Schiavone, Cobb, and Wargo. But it's a confusing rotation as that pitch goes ball because some of them play first base, some of them play DH, and some of them play right field, first base, and DH. I'm talking to you, Schiavone. So it's unclear how it impacts the rest of the lineup every time there's a rotation. Sal kind of just tinkers with it however he wants each night, but there is a rotation for the catchers.
Yeah.
Strange, though, it doesn't line up with the pitcher rotation. It's 5 pitchers and 3 catchers, meaning they're all going to be getting different guys each time, which could be an interesting thing to watch. Wild pitch counts, see if there's a lack of rapport between the catcher and the pitcher. If they don't understand each other's arsenals or each other's limits.
Yeah, back to the 4th guy in that rotation tonight for the big train, Ryan Sanders, who pitched in the game at SoCo that was kind of rained out, but he was very impressive getting to work early against the Braves last week. So excited to see how he can do tonight here against the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, he will take the mound following the end of this inning. Of course, that's how baseball works, but
so true, Nick.
great analysis here. You know, you got to score more runs to win the game. Pitch coming in from Thalheimer. Just misses the zone. That brings the count to 3-0.
Thalheimer, a guy with a lot of experience, D3 Salisbury, 82.1 innings pitched with a 3.28 ERA, 55 Ks, so definitely got to work, but again, that is Division III program.
Just a little harder here in Cal Ripken. He gets that pitch to drop in, though. A little bit of break late coming in. Some non-glove side movement, possibly a cutter, if I'm reading my pitches right, and I don't know if I am.
It's a beautiful night for baseball as well. I just have to point that out.
It really is. Pitch comes in, hit out to right field. That'll be an RBI single, sending home 2 runs. Baylor Cobb gets on the board for the season, and it's a 2 RBI single, sending home Sean Lane and Peyton Schultz. Big Train lead 3-0.
Huge. What a way to start here. You know, our biggest concern so far this season has been the Big Train bats and everyone getting in on the action. Sean Lane hitting better this week. Baylor Cobb gets his first hit of the season. So this order is just getting more dangerous, which is exactly what you want to see.
Yeah, Big Train off to a great start. This is the most runs they've scored in the first inning all season. I think they broke that record last night with 1 run, and now they've broken it again with 3. So good to see some improvement there, rapidly improving as Twitter King Trey Wingett stuff up to the plate.
Wonder how his donuts were last night.
First pitch, called strike, 0-1. I thought they were talking about batting donuts when they told him to leave with donuts. Do they actually have donuts?
Well, I don't know. He commented. He said, yeah, I finally made the Twitter. Gonna go get some donuts now. And so I was thinking maybe he was really going to treat himself to donuts as a reward for finally making the Twitter.
Pitch comes in, count 0-2 here. Good pitching from Thalheimer to try and wrap this inning up. Donut of choice. Like what place and what's your order?
If I'm at Dunkin', I'm just getting a plain with chocolate frosted with sprinkles.
Okay.
Krispy Kreme just glazed.
Yes. You prefer Krispy Kreme ball in the dirt one too over Dunkin'?
Yeah, I think they're better.
Okay, so it shouldn't be much of a.
Oh, I like a good jelly donut too. Must say.
You know what? That's fair. I'm not the biggest jelly donut fan, but sometimes it hits. I love the extravagant ones though that some bakeries make, where it's just like super peanut butter cookie smash. Yeah.
Like the cookies we had before.
Like
this
the
game.
cookies we had before this game, which the company will not say. Called strike 3. Wingett down looking. Second K of the game for Thalheimer, but a bit of a long inning. 7 batters come up for the Big Train. leading off for the Thunderbolts is the catcher, Gibbs. In the field tonight for the Big Train, your outfield, Felix in left, Wingett in center, Schiavone in right, something we've seen a couple times in a row. Infield corners are Schultz and Lane at third and first, respectively. Tonight, Rodgers will take shortstop and Peachard will take second base, with Sanders on the mound and Cobb behind the plate.
A lovely lineup.
Fouls that one, tops the ball, and the count now 0-1 to get Sanders' first full game started. Unless somehow the sky turns, which it does not look like it will.
No, again, beautiful night here out in Silver Spring, Montgomery Blair High School. I'm wondering if the listeners can hear the people walking above us.
I'm hoping they can't. That pitch stays out. Try to get it to come into the zone and just misses. Count 1-1 now. Yeah, we are literally beneath the stands, which is good in case it rains again. Beats yesterday Metro game. Popped out to center field. Charging in is Wingett. And he makes the catch. One batter up, one batter down for Sanders. But again, that's how Thalheimer's inning started. So you never know.
You never know until you know.
Coming up now is Ian Jenkins. Jenkins on the season batting .294 with 17 plate appearances. A day in, day out guy for this team. 2 RBIs on the season.
Out of Lander University, a D2 program.
Despite being the two-hitter, not too speedy as that first pitch misses 1-0, or at least not successful yet. One stolen base attempt, and he was caught stealing on that one shot. He threw away his shot. I have to find that picture of you from Hamilton.
Yeah.
Hit down to the shortstop. Well fielded by Rodgers, thrown over to Lane, and a quick out there. A fly out from Gibbs and a ground out from Jenkins, and the Big Train are rolling to start the bottom of the first.
Great fielding there from Rodgers. Gonna have to be quick in that gonna have to be speedy in that shortstop position. Sean Lane, who's been playing well at first base since he got here, you know, his fielding has been pretty consistent. His batting just starting to heat up and match it, which is awesome.
This is where things are going to get dangerous, though. It's ball one. Lyle Miller Green out of Oklahoma State. He's a rising sophomore, and he's been crushing it so far in the Cal Ripken League. 11 at-bats, 5 hits, and 5 RBI. 2 extra base hits as he clobbers that one out to right field. Schiavone cannot get there. That's probably going to go up as an error as it hits the edge of his glove. A double for Lyle Miller Green. And the inning is not done yet for your T-Bolt. For the T-Bolts, not your T-Bolts. Apologies.
Not your T-Bolts, but the T-Bolts. Like you said, definitely a threat, and he proved to be so. Schiavone just couldn't get his glove on that one, unfortunately. Maybe a bit too powerful. I'm not sure if he wasn't quite in the right position. But Big Train still with a chance here to end the inning.
Schiavone, a great utility fielder, sadly unable to make that play. Sanders now with a runner in scoring position and a righty at the plate. That ball comes in low for ball one of this at-bat. I don't know if you guys can notice, but the new Big Train pants is the best first time for me to advertise those. Have the little Big Train logo on the belt. I love them so much.
Ooh, so fancy.
Oh, yeah. Designed by Sal himself, actually.
Oh, he can do it all.
1-0 pitch. Finds the zone there. Count even, 1-1. That one dropping in with a little break at the end there.
Andrew Shea up here for the Thunderbolts, the George Mason guy, has not seen much time for the Patriots.
He's rocking his green and yellow gloves.
Yes, he is. So far in this league, batting .333, pretty good.
Yeah.
But just 1 for 3 at bat, so hasn't batted too much. Perhaps a little bit of a newer player in the starting lineup for the Thunderbolts.
You see who's sponsoring the Tacoma Thunderbolts?
Oh, Capital One.
I don't know if I can trust you now. You might not be a true Big Train fan. Loyalties may lie elsewhere. 1-1 pitch coming in. Fouls that off. That just landed in the dirt and spun like a dreidel. That was fun.
No, still loyal to the Big Train.
Woot woot. Count now 1-2. You guys definitely heard that stomper. These kids are having fun.
Yeah, those kids are having a fun time.
There's also an adult softball league.
Yeah, there is
final.
some sort of softball championship going on behind us. Lots of trophies ready to be given out on the table behind there.
The 1-2. Fouled off again. How are you feeling, Allie, being right behind home plate?
I'm a little nervous for when a foul ball comes our way. We've been safe so far. Obviously, there's a net, but interesting to see how powerful of a ball can push this net toward our faces.
Well, I stretched it out. I think we're safe.
Yeah, I think we're good too.
Be funny if one of us got hit, though, I think.
I don't know how funny it would be.
Yeah, okay, maybe not funny. Oh, speaking of hit, Sanders runs a pitch in on Shaib, and that's a hit by pitch, putting runners on first and second now for the Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Not so good bringing up Rio Fabre, who's got batting 500, 3 RBIs. So it could be dangerous here for Sanders. He's got to get out of this one.
Fabre, another day in, day out player for this team from Marymount, and we've seen a lot of players do Marymount, the Cal Ripken League, and then move on to a D1 program. First pitch coming in, called strike. Great pitch from Sanders there, just a little late break. Looked like splitter, I guess, would be the best thing to describe that as from the one time I saw it. Throws it again and gets him swinging and missing. Count 0-2. That is a good little pitch there.
First time we've seen Sanders ahead in the count in a while, maybe at all. Has yet to record a K.
Sanders really working that pitch. We'll see if he can get one more of those. Goes back to the splitter, gets him swinging and missing. 3 splitters thrown, 3 strikes thrown to Rio Fabre as Sanders gets out of a small little jam there, strikes out his first batter of the game, and the Big Train still lead 3-0 here on BigTrain.tv. Up at the plate now for your Bethesda Big Train right fielder Schiavone, who registered an error earlier. See if he can get on base here, facing Thalheimer. Little changeup coming in, hit down to the third baseman. Quick ground out for Schiavone. Thalheimer, well-placed changeup there. Actually, I guess that was more of a... No, that was a changeup the way it kind of dove. It broke late, and he hit over the ball. Exactly what you're looking for with that kind of pitch. Ground out.
Schiavone, a guy who got off to a good start, was a deep threat here at number 8 in the order, but has been struggling a little at bat as of late, unfortunately, with a couple Ks, some ground outs.
First pitch right down the middle for a strike 0-1 to the DH Wargo. Wargo, a guy who's been hot and cold to start this season, yet to record a hit, so I apologize, mostly cold. Unless we recorded one last night, of course, because Point Streak is a day behind on everything, which will be less impactful later in the season, but for now it stinks. Ball low and away, count 1-1? 1-2. Apologies.
I was making the program for Saturday's game, and I made Clay Wargo my featured player, and when I was looking him up, I found out that when he was 10 years old, he saved a kid in the lunchroom at school from choking. Yeah. So cool. He's awesome. He's like a superhero.
1-2 pitch hit down to the third baseman. It'll sneak out. Wargo breaks that little slump with a ground ball single, putting himself on first base.
So it's because I talked about how much of a hero he is. He got his first hit of the
He was reminded, like, oh yeah, I saved that kid from choking. I'm gonna choke up on the bat and just dink a single, and he did.
Yeah, and also he's got like a real family history of firefighters. So like his dad his grandfather, his great-grandfather, 2 uncles, and like 6 of his dad's cousins
No way.
were all firefighters.
I don't think I have that many relatives, let alone relatives who were firefighters.
So not only is he a hero, but he's got a family full of them. So very
Bruh.
cool for Clay Wargo.
Firefighters, some of the bravest people alive, outstanding Americans. That'll ground out to the pitcher. Felix out at first. But Wargo will advance to second now. 2 outs, bringing up the man of the hour from last inning, TJ Rogers.
Felix, interesting choice to bunt there. You gotta, if you're gonna achieve that bunt single, you kind of gotta arc it or angle it toward the third baseman. It kind of went just in front of him, making it really easy for the catcher to get there. Unfortunate, but runner did advance. So
yeah, but 2 outs already. Unclear how much an impact that'll make. It's always dangerous trying to bunt when you already have an out on the board because you're sacrificing one. First pitch coming in from Thalheimer. That'll be called a ball. Count 1-0. Thalheimer, 1K, 3 earned. Apologies, not 1K. Yes, 1K, 2 Ks, 3 earned runs on the day. 2 Ks, forgot. Sorry, 1K looking, 1K not looking. Here comes the 1-0, misses, count now 2-0.
Already 5 hits as well, which is not a great stat for a pitcher this early, but I'm very impressed with the big train because there have been some games so far where they didn't even quite get to 5 hits. So exciting to see them getting hot early.
Hit out to left field. That'll land for a single. Coming home is Wargo, and your big train are up already 4-0. That's Rogers' first RBI and second hit of the game.
TJ Rogers, truly the man this evening. 2 hits in a row. RBI single, bringing home Wargo. Huge, huge for this guy to get hot tonight. And especially now that Coach Sal has moved the shortstop into that number 2 in the batting order, it's really paying off. And now we get Emilian. Exciting stuff.
Thalheimer, a tough game now, moving to 6 hits across just 2 innings. First pitch coming in here looked good, but fouled off by Pitre. A little bite there. 4-seamer, possibly a 2-seamer coming in. I'll be honest, once you get to 4-seamer, 2-seamer splitter, they're all so close you don't really know until you watch slow-mo, so I'm trying my best here. That pitch, a little more horizontal break on it. That'll miss, count 2-0, 1-1. Pitre steps out, walks back in. A little sunburnt, Pitre. 1-1, hit up to center field. Shading over is Brown, and he'll make the catch. That'll end the inning, but not before Clay Wargo comes home on an RBI single from Rogers, as the big train now lead 4-0 as we enter the bottom of the second. Allie, this is a great start for the big train.
Seriously, I mean, we talked about it. Last night was the first time they kind of got started early, but then the Braves were able to come back at a 5-run inning. And so for them to already have 4 on the board after just 2 is great to see. I really think the hitting is starting to come together for this team. You know, we've done some interviews with players over the last week, and they kept saying, pitching's been great, but we've really got to match it at bat, and it's finally starting to come together.
Well, now we just got to hope that the pitching stays great and everything clicks for the big train. We'll be right back after a short break for the bottom of the second here on BigTrain.tv. Coming up now, a senior at Chevy Chase High School, Allie's rival high school from back in the day, is Beck Urofsky.
Yeah, Bethesda Chevy Chase High School. So BCC, the Bruins are chanting. It was always, what's a Bruin? Because, like, what is a Bruin? I don't actually know. But Urofsky, very talented, committed D1 to play Ivy League at Cornell.
Yes, and I'm glad today I'm losing my hometown rivals after calling the Thunderbolts the Thunderbirds the entire first game. They are the T-Bolts, and the first pitch from Sanders coming in. Pitch misses, count 1-0.
Sanders with 5 batters faced in the last inning.
Pitch again misses, called ball 2-0. He's got that, I guess it's a two-seamer, because it comes in, a two-seamer or a splitter most likely. It comes in fast and then just breaks at the end. Throwing it again, that time far and away. Struggling to get it in the zone. Count 3-0. We'll see what he goes to here as a safety pitch. I'd imagine it's still the splitter.
According to Point Streak, Urofsky yet to hit this season.
It was the splitter, and he gives Urofsky a walk, putting the high schooler on base in his first at-bat of the season, or what could be his first at-bat of the season. What a league we live in.
Not his first at-bat, but his first time reaching base.
Oh, apologies.
I believe.
5 at-bats, no hits.
Yeah. But first walk there for Sanders.
Brown will come to the plate now. First pitch misses. He's struggling to get that go-to pitch in the zone, which is, maybe you can miss on your secondary or even your tertiary pitch, but when you're missing on your primary, that is not a great sign. Hopefully you can find the zone. Brown at the plate. A sophomore from Shaker Heights, Ohio, attending Penn. That pitch makes it into the zone there. Count 1-1.
Couple Ivy League guys on this T-Bolts roster.
Oh, I forgot there's Penn and Penn State. My head immediately went to Penn State.
Yeah, no, I think this is University of Pennsylvania. I think they got 3 guys from there.
You're right. They have multiple. They also have a Columbia guy, too.
And 2 Cornells.
1-1, just missing the corner there. Count 2-1 now to Brown, whose partner does not go to Brown. He goes to Penn.
Bunch of smarties on the T-Bolts.
I know. The 2-1 popped out towards right field, tracking back as Schiavone makes the catch with ease this time. A fly out for Brown will be the first recorded out of the inning, bringing up the left fielder, Quadros. College of Charleston, a school whose basketball program I'm familiar with. Quadros attends there, a team in the, what's the name of that conference? The Colonial Athletic, the CAA.
College of Charleston is beautiful if you've ever been.
Never been. I caught first pitch called strike. I've seen their stadium because a player, Keegan Harvey, transferred from Charleston to GW this offseason, and they played in a tournament I covered for Scouting Heroes. They fell to the Blue Hens, I believe, in the semifinals of that tournament. Pitch comes in 0-2. For anyone wondering for an update on a tournament that ended 3 months ago.
I love Charleston. I was just there over spring break. It's gorgeous, and the school is beautiful. It's got like Spanish moss as the trees down there, and they're all over the campus.
Oh, those ones that are just like dangly?
Yeah, that's so gorgeous.
Swung and a missed. 1-2-3. Strikeout for Sanders. Great stuff there. See, I have beef with those trees as a golfer who plays in South Carolina and Hilton Head all the time. I'll send a ball that'll be fine, but the world's longest tree will knock it over the middle of the fairway, and then I'll suddenly be screwed.
Tough.
That and the Bermuda, the grass down there is so thick.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. First pitch to Robert Lightsell. That was a nasty curveball.
Sanders really strutting his stuff right now after that. I believe it was 4 balls to start the inning.
Proud as a peacock, he's out there strutting his stuff against the Hartford infielder. Ball there, count 1-1. You ever see 30 Rock? I think I already asked you that.
Yeah, I've seen it. I watched like 5 seasons, or 4 or 5 seasons.
I love when they make Tracy do the ad read. He's like, proud as a peacock, and he just can't get it.
Tracy Morgan's so funny.
I was so upset when he got in that car accident. Pitch comes in, count 1-2, and then he keeps going just like, I'm black, peacocks, love it, America. I'm like, how do you keep getting that? And then he convinces Liz he's illiterate just so he can get out of work.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
He's like, I'm not illiterate. He's literally like reading the newspaper. Oh, taxes going up. Fouled off. That's like the funniest TV show of all time to me. Count 1 and 2.
It's up there for me. I'm not sure if it's my funniest. I just think I really appreciate a funny sitcom that can also get you attached, which is how I feel about Parks and Rec, which is why it's my favorite.
Parks and Rec does that. Pitch 1-2 coming in, again fouled off. This at-bat continues for Light Sal. I think the animated sitcoms actually do that best, not Family Guy in the slightest, but Bob's Burgers and The Simpsons, when The Simpsons was good, like, is such a sweet family thing.
Mm-hmm.
I am extremely attached to animated characters voiced by adults. The 1-2 comes in, misses, count now 2-2. What else has a good, lovable character? So you're not an Always Sunny in Philadelphia fan, because all the characters are horrible
I've never
people.
seen that, no.
Okay, they're all horrible, racist, misogynistic. Everything possible is wrong. Ball high and inside, 3-2. I'm trying to think. What else is a good? Have you started watching Abbott Elementary?
Mm-mm.
That's actually pretty good. I'm only
Okay.
1 or 2 episodes in. It's got the guy from Everybody Hates Chris in it. And it's starring this woman who I think used to do stuff for BuzzFeed. Fouled down the first base line. Not there in time. He's safe, and he'll advance to third. Wow. What could have been a ground out sends Lightsall to first on, I guess it's an infield single, and advances Yurovsky around to third base. Aggressive heads-up base running from Yurovsky.
That was unfortunate. Ryan Sanders kind of ran for that, trying to quickly get it to Sean Lane, but his body positioning was just sort of off, not able to make the throw. And then really great base running there from Yurovsky. Good eye to make it to third. And now T-Bolt suddenly with runners in the corners, but still 2 outs. So Sanders could get out of this one.
Yeah, again, high schoolers normally don't have that heads-up base running. Oh, God, if the fans do that stomp thing during the game, we're
oh, no.
screwed. First pitch to Gibbs. Called strike. Nice pitch there from Sanders to get this started at 0-1. Gibbs flew out on, I think, the first pitch of the game in his last at-bat. First or second.
Yeah.
Pickoff pitch nowhere near Lightsell there.
Sanders, when he was facing Lightsell, was ahead in the count 0-2, and then, again, slowly creeping up in that full count. So if he can take care of business quickly here, I think will work to his advantage.
The 1-0, or the 0-1, grounded out to third base. Rogers is there, but the throw is not. That'll probably go in as an infield single again. Back-to-back infield singles from Gibbs and Lightsell give the Tacoma Thunderbolts their first run of the game.
Not a great look for the big train here. I'll be interested to see if they keep Sanders in for another inning after this. I mean, it hasn't all been on him, but giving up a couple hits now, and it's just not. T-Bolt's slowly creeping up here. We've been at 2 outs for quite some time.
3 hits and 1 walk, but only one of them with some great contact. But there's some good contact from Jenkins, tracing over Schiavone, unable to get there to land fair. Advancing are the Thunderbolts runners. That's 1 will score. In comes the second play at the plate. Ball into Wargo. He's out by a mile. Great play at the plate. A bullet of a throw from Schiavone. And I don't think they count the first run. So now it'll be 4-2 here. Bolts get 2, but could have easily had runners in scoring position there if they did not push. Tough opportunity there as Lightsell is thrown out. Sorry, Gibbs is thrown out at the plate.
Yeah, that was a great look there from Baylor Kopp behind the plate tonight for the big train. So excellent stuff, and trying to make the best out of the situation. Not the best inning for Sanders. We'll be interested to see what the big train decide pitching-wise coming into the next inning. But damage control from the catcher, and it was a great look.
Schultz will lead off when we return in the third here on BigTrain.tv. Leading off for the big train is third baseman Peyton Schultz. He walked in the first inning and scored a run on that 2 RBI single from Baylor Cobb. Softball game getting intense. Thalheimer still on the mound. First pitch in. Heater finds the zone. Count 0-1. Thalheimer, a rough game so far. That's 4 earned runs and 6 hits. Curveball drops, not far enough in. Count 1-1. Goes back to the curveball, finds it this time. Now count 1-2. Schultz behind here.
I'm interested to see how long Thalheimer goes tonight. Opposing teams have been playing their pitchers a bit longer than the big train have.
Fouled off. Count stays 1-2. Yeah, and I think the big train are going to start giving more than 3 innings now that their arms are settled into a rotation.
Who pitched? I think Connor Ball went for 4.
Was it even 4 1/3 possibly?
I don't think he finished the 4th. I think that's when Colby came in, perhaps.
Fouled off towards right field. The at-bat continues for Schultz. We'll be heading into the 6th pitch. It was something like that.
Nevertheless, he was pushing into the 4th.
Yeah, I think
sure.
I think it was 3 1/3 or 3 2/3, which was a difference for the big train. We normally do 3 innings and then 3 2 for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
The 1-2 misses there. Count now 2-2. Schultz just keeping this at-bat going.
Lane on deck. Cobb in the hole. 2 guys with hits today.
2-2 count pitch misses. Now it's a full count. Like you said, patience is a virtue. Schultz has worked back from 0-2 to a full count.
Again, a lot of these college pitchers don't quite have the control or command yet to get to the 0-2 and not come up.
Speaking of there, Schultz is hit. First hit by pitch from Thalheimer. Schultz will take his base. That's first hit by pitch from Thalheimer. Second of the game, Sanders hit a batter in the first.
Again, Thalheimer ahead in the count there, was having control, and then all of a sudden you see full count to end on a hit by pitch. Not the best momentum giver for Thalheimer here, but big train with a chance now to extend their lead.
No outs, runner on first, and it's Lane at the bat who doubled with that ball down the third baseline and hits that hard out to left field. That'll go foul. That, had it stayed a little straighter, would have been gone.
Not always, Sean Lane, not always a guy to swing on the first pitch either. So some great power despite the foul ball.
You were saying you think, oh, I don't know enough. That was great analysis right there. I didn't notice that until you said it. But yeah, he likes to wait a pitch or two. Not waiting again there. Hit deep to center field. Tracking under it is Brown, and he makes the catch. 2 up, 1 down, bringing up Baylor Cobb, who brought home Lane and Schultz with a double RBI single. Sorry, a 2 RBI single. Calling it a double RBI single is just confusing. But that is true. Sean Lane likes to wait for his pitch. I think it's nice seeing a more aggressive, a possible change in his approach.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he was quite cold to start the season, so you have to think the big train coaches were telling him to change his approach. He clearly did last night, and it's been working today despite that last at-bat.
First pitch low and away to Baylor Cobb. Count 1-0. Again, Schultz on first after a hit by pitch. 1 out here. That one just missing the zone. Count moves to 2-0. Thalheimer looking to attack the zone here behind in the count. The 2-0. Misses there again. Now a very kind count to Baylor Cobb. 3-0.
Thalheimer really kind of lost his mojo here after getting off to a good start against Schultz.
And a 4-pitch walk there sends Baylor Cobb to first, pushes Schultz to second, and some trouble here as Trey Wingett steps to the plate.
Love to see Wingett make something happen here. He's been unfortunately not able to always swing his bat. He's been hit quite a few times, but then in the times he has not been hit by a pitch, he's had quite a few strikeouts. So he's been really playing well in the field. Hopefully can match it on the hitting end.
Here's a good chance for him to do it. Runner on first, runner on second. Grounded over to the second baseman. Double play ball. And he drops it. He bobbles it. That's going to go as an error on Frio Fabre. First error for the T-Bolts tonight, and it comes at a tough time as the bases are now loaded.
Yeah, not the time for a fielding error. That one chopped. Could have easily been in the glove of Fabre. He's looking down on it, being like, what did I just do?
Could have ended the inning.
Yeah, seriously. So, yeah, opportunity for a double play there, too, as well. So, now bases loaded for the big train. It's Jason Schiavone, who has been a little cold lately, but got off to a really good start. Hopefully can channel some of that early season energy here.
Yeah, he grounded out in his first at-bat and also is responsible for the big train's one error in the field. Takes that first pitch, ball low, good eye from Schiavone. Schiavone again had a great start to the season. Sadly, he's cooled down a bit. But still looks confident at the plate. Ball comes inside now. Count 2-1. 2-0.
2-0.
Oh my God, the dust coming down from the ceiling.
I know. My phone is so dusty from I'm gonna have dust in my hair, dust in my eyes.
Gotta get a lint roller for next time we come to Tacoma. Pitch down in the dirt, kept in front by Gibbs, but now 3-0 with the bases loaded. Thalheimer under some major pressure.
Good look there from the catcher in Gibbs, just making sure he's defending that ball. It's a sticky situation for his pitcher at the moment.
Gibbs doing everything he can. Thalheimer, crucial pitch here. It's a 3-0 count to Schiavone. Bases loaded. Finds the zone. Count now 3-1.
Staying alive.
Still off on Schiavone. I'm showing a high level of patience at the plate. I'm really waiting. Anything that looks like it could miss, laying off of it. Special with just one out on the board here this inning. 3-1. Swings on it, pops it up. Tracking over is a center fielder, and he gets there. Throw comes in to third. They're not going to worry about Peyton Schultz, who will come home to score his second run of the game. Big Train now lead 5-2.
I mean, a run's a run. It's a way to get it. Unfortunately for Schiavone, that one dropped right into the glove of the center fielder, but Big Train slowly chipping away. They're already at 5 runs, which is a huge number for them this early in the game.
Last inning, Wargo reached on a single and scored following an RBI from Rogers later that inning. Chance to bring home a runner here. Pitch low, count 1-0. T-Bolts on a 2-game losing streak here so far. Or not so far. They start out 2-1, now they're on a 2-game losing streak.
And have already lost to the Big Train on the road this season. Was this the game where there was like the wild pitches?
Strike called, count 1-1. You know,
or was that the Aces?
I thought that was the Aces.
Okay.
Honestly, I thought that was yes, that was the Aces, I think. I think this was the game.
Was this the game when Sean Lane came in for the first time and hit the double, like, and then Schiavone had Schultz had a walk-off single?
Smacks that out towards the second baseman. Fabre will make that play and make the throw. That'll end the inning here. Big Train do tack on another one, bringing this lead to 5-2. And we'll keep bringing you this broadcast here on BigTrain.tv. Leading off for the Tacoma Thunderbolts, I'd like saying you're way too much.
Tacoma Thunderbolts.
It's Miller Green, who doubled in his last appearance. Still on the mound is Sanders, who's given up 3 hits and gotten 2 Ks to go with a hit by pitch and a walk. First pitch drops in nicely there. Count 0-1.
Gonna look for Sanders to just be a little more efficient. You know, he's got the stuff to work quickly. He's been struggling with his control a little bit so far tonight, but coming into the third inning, you've gotta keep the endurance up if you want to make a push for 3 or 4 full innings.
He's still struggling with that primary pitch of his. That two-seamer splitter-looking pitch is just not hitting where he wants it to. Well, it hits right there. He finds it there. Count 1 and 2. Just as I start talking about it, it changes. He was relying a lot on complementary pitches to get him out of that second inning. Goes back to it here and strikes him out. Just when I criticize that pitch, he kills Miller Green with it. A 1-2-3, not a 1-2-3, but 3 straight strikes in that at-bat.
Great way to start things off here for Sanders. I don't remember.
I'm going to get that is, yeah, 3rd K of the day for Sanders. Got him looking there as he starts to find some form here.
He hit first baseman Sheb in his last at-bat facing him.
That's going to be grounded right to Sean Lane. Is anyone on the bag? Yes, Sanders is on the bag, and they will call him out. Good hustle from Sanders to get over there, and suddenly we're 1 batter away from moving into the top of the 4th.
That was like, when you asked if is anyone on the bag, I was like, shoot, no one is. Like, he ran there so quick.
Yeah, I was like, no one's there, and then
I was
after
like,
I said
who is
that,
Sean Lane throwing to? There's no one standing
yeah, when he
there.
threw it, he wasn't on the bag.
No,
He
I
got
know.
there to receive it. That
It
was
was perfect. It was perfect.
You don't expect that kind of speed out of a pitcher.
No, it was great.
Legs are not the muscles they're working on the most, but great movement from Sanders there. First pitch coming in here, swing and a miss. Oh my gosh. That little splitter is so nice. Comes in and breaks just at the end. He's doing extremely well now. Last time he struck out Fabre. Count now 1-1.
I just had really bizarre deja vu.
Have you ever been under bleachers calling a game before?
No, I don't know what it was. It was him going to the bag. That got me.
Grounder towards the second baseman, fielded by Petrie. The throw to Lane is good. And a 1-2-3 inning. A K looking and then 2 ground outs. Sanders working his stuff really well here.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mentioned when he came in, I was like, I would like to see it just come a little quicker, a little more efficient, and he delivered exactly with the 1-2-3 inning. And I think the big train might push him to another one, into the 4th.
I mean, you got the lead, so if it goes wrong, you have a 3-run lead, but I don't think it's going to go wrong. He's having a great game, and we'll be here at the top of the 4th after this break. The Tacoma Thunderbolts are keeping in Benji Thalheimer. Realized mid-inning I had to change my phone background. Ready?
Yeah.
Or laptop. Oh my God, we're live.
Yeah, we were live.
That's embarrassing. Leading off, the big train is Garrett Felix. First pitch misses, ball 1. Wow. Wow, that is a tough look for me. Wargo was the last batter to come up in the 3rd. How did he go down? Hit by Felix. He's going to trip trying to run there, and it'll land in the gap between left and center. Felix with a single. Could have been more. But no complaints there. Well hit ball by Garrett Felix.
7th hit for Thalheimer. And Garrett Felix tripping over in some of that long grass here at Montgomery Blair. Our wonderful GM, Michael, was telling us mid-inning about how the grass on this field is really long, and that's kind of why some of those balls have been landing and kind of just stopping kind of weird.
Yeah, the infield singles from Lightsell and Gibbs make a lot more sense now because they weren't hit that weakly. They just kind of died the moment they hit grass.
Yeah.
First pitch of that bat showing bunt, but takes a ball. Showing bunt is Rogers.
Rogers is having himself a day. A double in the first inning and then scored a run and then an RBI single in his last at-bat.
This is the best we've seen from him yet this season, and it's in the highest pressure position of batting second. So great stuff from him. As he hits another one, that'll get over third baseman, and it'll land for a single for Rogers.
TJ Rogers.
This is just, maybe it's something about this field as Benji Thalheimer gives up his 8th hit of 4 innings.
Yeah, not a great look for Thalheimer. Wondering when we're going to see a mound visit there, but TJ Rogers really, really performing well under pressure. Oh, here comes the mound visit I just alluded to. Anyways, TJ Rogers really performing under pressure. You know, we saw Colton Hegwood at shortstop last night, and he got moved into that number 2 position, and he did pretty well. And then to be able, for Felix and Rogers to get off to this start, to bring up Petre, the most consistent hitter on this team, is just exactly what you want to see batting-wise if you're the Big Train coaches and fans.
Yeah, the first 3 batters have all been going well at different points. And right now, we're seeing Felix, Rogers, and Petre link up consistently, especially here in the 4th.
Yeah. They're going to keep Thalheimer on, giving him a little talking to.
No clue what that wave from the ump
Yeah,
meant,
the ump just signaled something to us.
Not to, I think it was to probably the PA.
Oh, above us.
Yeah, my favorite was last night, the PA was, the ump was like, no, cut the music.
Yeah, he was not happy. They played the, there's this one song they play when, I think it's like a full count.
It's the trumpet.
Yeah, it's like the I don't remember, but the ump was not happy. He was like, please stop. Patrick was not happy down there either. He was like, why are you playing the music? You're making the ump mad.
First pitch coming in here, a called strike to Petre, count 0-1. Petre singled and got caught stealing in the first and flew out in the second. Already his 3rd at-bat, just 4 innings into play.
Petre also a pretty patient hitter, despite how consistently he has been getting them.
When he does attack early, first foul ball coming near us, count 1-1. When he does attack early, he attacks successfully.
Yeah.
He's very good at picking and choosing his places. One count to Emilian. No outs this inning. Felix on second, Rogers on first. He takes a ball high, count 2-1.
I believe the count is 1-2, because
Really?
there was a strike and then he fouled.
Oh, apologies, 1-2.
Yeah.
I forgot that first pitch made it into the zone. My bad, 1-2. The 1-2 from Thalheimer, popped up by Petre. It'll land in front of the center fielder. Felix will stay on third, though, but that's 3 straight singles for the Bethesda Big Train as their top of the order does what top of the orders do and loads the bases for the cleanup hitter, Schultz.
Contact hitting.
Now, Schultz hasn't had to swing too much so far tonight. He walked in the first, scored following that. Got hit by a pitch in the third, scored following that, but now might have to swing that bat. That was the 9th hit of the game for Thalheimer that Thalheimer has given up. First pitch called strike, count 0-1.
Again, Thalheimer, a guy with pretty impressive stats, but coming out of D3 Salisbury, again, facing here in this league some pretty talented D1 guys.
Second pitch coming into the dirt, count now even, 1-1. Yeah, it's not easy. This is a proving ground for a lot of guys in a lot of different ways, and it's a high level for D3 guys to come in and play at.
Our special guest yesterday, Tim Kirchin, was just talking about how impressive this league is as a whole and how talented you have to be to play in it.
Pitch fouled, count 1-2.
And that is just definitely true. These guys are so talented, and a lot of them looking to make a real name for themselves, whether it's when they return to their school, when they move up a level, all sorts of things. But and we're so fortunate to be working in this league because it's just so great and so talented all around.
Even a guy who's struggling right now, Thalheimer, is a great pitcher as he moves the count to full. He has shown flashes today, it just hasn't been his day. Count 2-2. Jeez, I just keep thinking that first pitch was a ball. My bad. It's a 2-2 count to Schultz here. Schultz again has reached on a walk and a hit by pitch. Part of why I'm thinking that count's higher than it is because that hit by pitch came on a full count. Grounds that one towards the shortstop, just misses the ankle of, oh my gosh. He holds the ball and gets no one. The shortstop, Robert Lightzel.
That was,
I guess that's a fielder's choice there to not throw to anyone. And Schultz reaches gets his first RBI of the game, reaches first, and Felix scores for the first time tonight. The Big Train opened the lead up to 6-2.
still no outs here. I mean, if you're the shortstop, he's punching his glove right now. I'm not sure what the decision-making process was there. You had an opportunity to get someone out. Bases are still loaded. You're bringing up Sean Lane, a guy who had an RBI double in his first at-bat. That is just not the strategy you want to go with. And if I'm the Thunderbolts coaching staff, I'm going to talk to him.
Yeah, I think the problem was he was fixated on those runners heading to third and home plate, trying to
he was going to
take out a leading runner instead of just getting the one out, considering there are no outs on the board here.
Yeah.
First pitch comes in as a ball. Count 1-0.
The Big Train just one run away from tying last night's number, highest of the season at 7.
Yeah, geez, and this is already in the 4th inning. They're off to a start here, and that'll bring the count to 1-1. A good pitch there from Thalheimer. Taking a moment there, stepping out of the box, settling back in. So far tonight from Sean Lane, like you said, an RBI double down the third base line, and he flew out to center field. Smacks that one, but it's not going to go too deep. Charging in is the center fielder, and he's there. Tagging up at third and reaching home is Rogers, and that'll make it a 7-2 game.
So second outcome for Sean Lane, something we were seeing before he kind of got hot with his contact hitting, was a lot of those sac flies and things like that. So not, again, the greatest hit for him, but brings home another run, and Big Train now up 7-2.
Yeah, the problem was he was popping up in times where you don't want to pop up. That's more than fine here. I mean, first out of the inning. Jeez, completely forgot that they failed to get Schultz there. First out of the inning, sends the runner from third home, advances the lead to 7-2. First pitch, brushing by the face of Cobb. Cobb has reached both times so far today, walked in the third, and a 2 RBI single in the first.
Yeah, some great hitting from Cobb there in his first at-bat, and then getting on base again with the walk. It's been very efficient today. Again, just 1 out, so great opportunity here to make something happen again.
Shocked to see they're still working Thalheimer here on his 3rd time through the order. Struggling to find the zone here, count 2-0.
That one way outside. Really losing control.
He's missing inside, outside, high, low. Cannot see the T-Bolts bullpen. There is someone in there, of course, right now warming up. 2 bodies, actually. Coming in, fouled off.
First one that almost came toward us.
Hey, we're good. The netting is very solid netting. That moves the count to 2-1.
It was just a little more toward Michael than toward us.
If Michael gets hit, that's the problem. He's the man running the show.
I know. We need our boss to be okay.
He and Patrick must be protected at all costs.
Yes, for sure. The MVPs of the Big Train staff.
2-1 pitch coming in. Strike found. 2-2. Thalheimer looking to record his first strikeout since the first inning. Yeah, he struck out Wingett, and his 7th batter faced that inning.
Yeah, Thalheimer off to a good start, striking out Felix in the very first at-bat of this game, and then capping off the inning as well, but has since struggled.
Yeah, he's really been up and down today, looking to get the out, and he does. He gets his 3rd K of the game, coming in a crucial moment to stop the bleeding. Inning almost over now with 2 outs. I mean, Thalheimer would hope it's almost over. Bringing up Trey Wingett.
Wingett, who has struck out in his 1 at-bat, and then the last one reached first base on I believe it was a fielding error out at second.
Warming up in the pen for Tacoma is number 20, Dean Wandell, the left-handed pitcher from Frostburg. He's an engineering major, another one of those guys that's doing academic things I can't do while also playing high-level baseball. Outstanding stuff. Love our collegiate athletes. First pitch high to Wingett. Wandell has made 1 appearance. It was a start. He went 5 innings, giving up 4 runs with 6 Ks. An okay performance from him. He'll come in, if he does come in at some point, he'll come in as relief here for Thalheimer. Swung on and missed, count 1-1. Good work from Thalheimer there. It feels a little too late now, if I can get my sentence out.
Yeah, no, I know. Even if you strike out Wingate here, that will be 4 Ks, but I mean, 9 hits?
Yeah.
I might not even, yeah, 9 hits for Thalheimer today, 7 runs. Just not a great look. And Emilian running.
And he'll reach nothing from the catcher there. Emilian moves to third. On first is still Schultz, who reached on that fielder's choice.
So now runners in the corners for the big train. A great opportunity for Trey Wingate to kind of prove himself at bat. Has not been one of the best hitters for the big train so far this year.
For everything fluky that's happened to him could happen to him. We
Yeah,
don't even need to talk
it's
about
not
that by
even his
pitches,
fault,
but
honestly.
he's reached on like 2 or 3 errors as well.
Yeah, like his last inning, he reached first, but it was a fielding error, I believe, that got him there.
Swing and a miss there. Wingate a hefty cut as the count moves to 1-2.
Wingate from previously St. Mary's College of California, but announced recently that he will be entering the transfer portal. Interested to see where he ends up.
Apologies,
Utah
count
native.
2-2 according to the umpire. Pitch comes in and misses. Now full count. Crucial pitch here. Runners in the corners. Full count. Swung on and missed. Thalheimer somehow ends this inning with back-to-back strikeouts, but a lot happened before that, facing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 batters, and giving up another 2 runs. Big Train leads 7-2. Leading off for the Thunderbolts is Beck Yurovsky. He reached on a walk in the second inning and scored one of the 2 runs that the Big Train gave up in the second inning.
Yeah,
Pitching, oh, sorry, you go.
Just going to say the high school senior has been quite impressive. Cornell commit out of BCC.
Ball low and away. Lays off another one there, count 1-0.
Also impressive, Ryan Sanders with the 1-2-3 inning, taking care of business.
It was a quick 1, 2, 3, 2. He did his work fast there. Behind 2-0 here to Yurovsky.
Sanders just 3 hits, 3 Ks, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch.
Here comes the 2-0. Hit down towards the shortstop. Rogers is able to get behind it, but geez, that grass is killing every ball. Gets it there in time. That'll be the 3rd consecutive ground out generated by Sanders, and a great way to start the 4th inning.
TJ Rogers, last time he was at shortstop, I can't exactly remember what happened, but he's fielding quickly, especially in these conditions with this grass. Great throw to lane, and his batting today, again, has just been on point. So all-around great performance from him. I've been very, very impressed.
Yeah, I think we saw him register an error on a ground ball that was in a costly inning, and we also have not seen him hit well, but now he's suddenly more the man we expect him to be. First pitch ball misses, count 1-0. Sanders possibly losing a little control over that arm. That's 3 balls this inning and 1 strike thrown. Count here 1-0. Doesn't drop in enough there. Count 2-0 now to Brown.
Brown, who flew out in his last at-bat.
Calvin Brown was his high school freshman and sophomore class president. Strike
Woo.
there, count 2-1.
Mr. President.
You know what? Hey, president of something, even if it's your high school freshman class. Couldn't win the junior year or senior, I guess, though.
Ooh. Or maybe just baseball got too much. Too committed to the
Someone's
game.
gotta give a deep cutting political interview about that. Fouls it off, count even now, 2-2. Oh my God! Yeah, possible. No, we can't spread that rumor. That's some bad journalism.
No. We're gonna stick with he just got too good at baseball. Had to pick one passion. It was politics or the game. He picked the game.
Politics is a game, though, Allie.
Oh, true, very true.
Chose one game over the other. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. That is the 4th K of the game for Sanders as he's taken care of consecutive batters 5 in a row.
And now he's got Quadros, who struck out in his last at-bat and has not been the best hitter for the Thunderbolts so far this year. So excited to see. We have a chance. Sanders has a chance for another 1, 2, 3 inning.
Do you think they'd push him to 5 after that? That's something we haven't seen a big train starter do, I think, more than once.
I don't know. It's early in the season, and I'm just not sure they will. Because you also, up by this much, you kind of want to see what your relief guys can do and figure out who's the most consistent there. So I'm not sure they'll push him.
Called strike, count 1-1. Yeah, there's a lot of guys in that pen that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
Could be an opportunity to see a guy like Marcus Dukes, apologies, Mason Nichols, who will be back now from Ole Miss. Try out some new arms. They're actually not back from Ole Miss. Apologies. I thought they lost their Tech lost their series.
Tech and East Carolina are
That's
out.
right.
Ole Miss is
still
playing.
going, so he's not with us yet. But there are some guys, some arms we haven't seen too much of. Be interesting to see them come in a game like this.
Matt Cunningham, a Terp. Have to shout him out. He should be coming in soon.
Are Notre Dame still competing?
Yeah, Notre Dame with what a season for the Irish. Oh my goodness, they have been all over the place. Very impressive.
Pitch comes in, almost hits the batter, count even now, 2-2. Well, not almost hits, brushed him back a little bit.
They've got this one pitcher. I think his name is John M. Bertrand. I don't know, but he's ridiculously good.
Coming in, swung on and missed. Back-to-back Ks and 6 straight outs for Sanders. Dominant performance over the 4 innings for him so far.
He is smiling, getting a little fist bump to Baylor Cobb. He's pleased with that. That's 5 Ks on the evening for Ryan Sanders. Very impressive 4 full innings. And the big trade still leading here, 7-2.
Welcome back. The boss man is asleep next to us. I'm kidding. Michael Shaw leaning back in his chair. New pitcher on the mound. It's Dean Wandell. He did start a game for the Tacoma Thunderbolts earlier this season. Went 5 innings, an impressive length for a pitcher in this league, giving up 4 runs with 6 Ks. He recorded the win in that game.
Yeah, freshman from Frostburg University, or college, I'm not sure.
A bunt early and a great hustle. Will he get there? No. Looking for the bunt single with Schiavone to start off the inning, trying to use that long grass, unable to reach.
Schiavone, you know, been a little bit cold at the bat, wanted to try something new, a little new method. Didn't quite work, but the hustle was there, so got to give him credit.
Bold choice sadly did not pay off there. It'll bring up Wargo, who hit a single and recorded an out in the third.
Let's go back to Clay Wargo saving his classmate. What the heck? Why did we not know that? How have we not brought that up already? This guy's played so much for us. We've literally not said anything about it. It just took me doing the game night program to find it out.
Yeah, he was your featured player of the game.
Yeah, so if you come to Shirley Povich on Saturday, you get a lovely program featuring Clay Wargo, made by yours truly.
Grounded down to the third baseman. It's going to stay fair. Well fielded, though. And he's safe. An outstanding play from Bekirovsky at third, but it's not enough. An infield single for Clay Wargo.
The speed on Wargo, he's another one of those guys who's been in the DH position. He's finally finding his hitting tonight. He's been great behind the plate, all over the place. Now we're back to Garrett Felix at the top of the order.
Felix, last time at the plate, singled and scored on a run in the previous inning.
This is entering the 4th cycle of the Big Train batting order.
First pitch comes in a ball, count 1-0.
On deck, TJ Rogers, who's having himself an evening. Excited to see what he can do.
That pitch well fielded by the catcher, but low and away. Count now 2-0. Wandell looking to get back in control of this at bat. Misses. Count 3-0. He's struggling to find that zone here.
Keeps coming in to the left, kind of high. Gibbs having to pop up and reach for it, so the control here is not great for Wandell. Facing a guy like Felix, who's been walked quite a bit too. Don't want to walk him here.
The 3-0 finds the zone there. Count 3-1.
He's got some fight.
I mean, he put that straight over the plate, but and I'm sure Felix had no intention of swinging the bat there. But still, you know what? He threw a strike. Sometimes pitchers can't do that on some days, and he's clearly got something working for him. See if it extends beyond 1 strike, though. And it does. The count now full. You're right. He's got some fight in him.
I said it.
I don't know if he's fighting Frida, but.
Oh no, the free to fight TM.
Oh,
I'm loving that. I'm gonna use that every time he comes in.
That might be one of the best nicknames, if not for Twitter King Wingett. Full count, hit by Felix, running over his Favre. He will get there. Advancing to second is Wargo, and the second ground out for Felix here as Rogers comes up to the plate.
Rogers 3 for 3 tonight. So a very impressive night for him. Got an opportunity here with a runner out in scoring position. Wargo, who we know is speedy. I also think they brought in Wargo to pinch run one night.
They did. I was shocked. You never see
a catcher pinch run, so he can really do it all.
Got legs on him, though. First pitch of the at-bat to Rogers. Takes it for a ball. Comes down, but not enough. Count 1-0.
Can Rogers go 4 for 4?
Jeez.
Would be thrilling. Again, this is the 4th cycle through of this Big Train order, so T-Bolt's pitching staff struggling a bit tonight.
Yeah, that was the only 1 hit given up so far by Wandell. That was 9 for Thalheimer, though, and 7 runs.
Yeah.
The 1-0 fouled off, count even here. And we're in the top of the 5th. Train leave Oh my gosh, lead 5-7.
I'm wondering how much people at home can hear.
I
Because
want to
there
go
is some
back and listen to it.
thumps
What's
above
the
our heads.
timestamp? 1:23. I'm
Yeah.
going back to check that thump. Let me put that on my laptop. Ball goes wild, and advancing to third is Wargo. And now we got a runner on third with a 2-1 count.
2 outs here, so Wandell with a chance to kind of end the inning. But, I mean, TJ Rogers, dangerous hitter tonight. Now you got a runner on third.
Yeah. Nothing. I'll just make sure the score. Rogers now ahead in the count. Wandell looking to get out of this inning unscathed. That's a great word.
I know.
Scathed.
I think I use it. It's one of my buzzwords in this sport, but
Hits that off foul. Now the count even, 2-2.
so I've been told one of the tips I always get for broadcasting is you got to vary your vocab, and unscathed is something I use so much, but it's a great word.
You
So
need to be very
used,
verbose.
yeah,
in this
used
field.
sparingly, it's good.
3-2. It's good because it's a big word, but everyone knows what it means.
And
He's
yeah,
not hurt. Yeah.
and it adds a little drama.
Unscathed. It's like he's fighting and they're like a boxer in the ring.
And honestly, when we use it, usually they got scathed a little before they emerge unscathed.
This inning, just the one single. Fouled off. That was the closest one yet. How are you feeling, Allie?
I'm actually feeling fine. It's just if
That
one
almost-
comes right toward us.
That almost hit Ethan.
Yeah, that's it. Almost hit our photographer, Ethan.
I shouldn't be laughing at that, but it did almost hit Ethan.
I've been fine so far. You'd think I'd flinch. I'm getting better. I've called enough baseball now where I'm definitely getting better.
I think I might be more flinchy than you, as that is ball 4. Taking his base is Rogers. He's now reached in all 4 at-bats, bringing up Emilien Pitre with runners in the corners.
Whew, this is not what you want if you're the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Emilien Pitre, quite powerful. 2 singles tonight already. So 2 for 3 at bat tonight. Again, best hitter on this team so far this season. They're going to have a tough time with him.
Yeah.
Runners in the corners.
SST TBT has not been having a good game in the field. You can say the big train hitters have not been NBD. No big deal.
No big deal.
Yeah. I was trying. It was a stretch. But yeah, the big train hitters having a great game so far. 10 total hits. Yeah. That one was the closest to us.
Yeah, that one got my eyes fluttering a little bit, but hits Emilien, so bases loaded.
And that'll bring up Schultz, who has not registered a hit yet today, but has reached in all 3 at-bats. That tells you how the game's going for the Train or for the Thunderbolts. Reached on a walk and scored, reached on a hit by pitch and scored, and reached on a fielder's choice and brought home a run.
6th batter faced here for Wandell. Not a great start for the Frostburg kid from Bethesda, Maryland. So facing his hometown team here.
Looking to get ahead in this at-bat. First pitch high and inside. Count 1-0. Frostburg in Maryland, which I didn't know. I thought Frostburg was in Pennsylvania for some reason.
I think there's a Frostburg and then a Frostburg State. Are they the same thing? I'm not sure.
He plays for Frostburg, though. I don't know. Popped up by Schultz. In charges Brown, and he makes the play. That'll end the inning, but that was a tense inning for Wandell.
Yeah, no, not the best start. He does escape unscathed. However, not a great start for him, but I think a good way to get out of that one, fought his way through, and I'm excited because look who's coming out to the mound for Bethesda. Still Ryan Sanders.
Oh, yeah, still Ryan Sanders when we come back from the break. Unscathed was Wandell, but maybe emotionally scathed after hitting one batter and a walk there. We'll see if he continues later, but we'll be back with the bottom of the 5th here on Big Train TV. Welcome back here. Leading off in the bottom of the 5th for the T-Bolts is Light Zell. Light Zell was responsible for that fielder's choice a couple innings ago. We just held the ball. First pitch here, Sanders still on the mound, grounded straight to Sanders. Fields it well, walks it over, a little underhand throw to Sean Lane. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's 7 straight outs recorded by Sanders.
Whew, Ryan Sanders coming in here, bottom of the 5th. You love to see them pushing him far. He deserves it after 2 1-2-3 innings in a row. Got a little bit shaky there in the 2nd inning, giving up 2 runs, but has really found his footing here, and I've just been so impressed.
Great performance from him. We'll see if he can keep it going. First pitch, ball, count 1-0. At the plate is Gibbs, who flew out and reached on one of those weird infield singles in the 2nd. I believe that might have been an RBI infield single.
Just the 3rd cycle through this batting order.
Yeah, it was an RBI infield single. 2nd pitch misses as well.
You know, interesting to see Sanders he's been in these 2-0 situations quite a bit, but has really fought his way back. So not a guy who necessarily needs to start out ahead.
And there you go. Count out 2-1. Allie Navarrete.
Spoken into existence.
That's so Allie is what they're going to start saying. You know, that's so Raven. That was bad.
That was not good. My name's not even remotely close to that.
I know, but it's still, I was just trying to fit it in the format. 2-1. Sanders completely back in. Counts even 2-2. You know, they did a reboot of that So Raven.
Yeah, Raven's home.
I have almost zero interest in watching it.
I think I was a little too young for the original That's So Raven.
Oh, yeah. You youngin', rising junior in college.
Well, my Disney Channel era was more like oh my gosh, actually my sister and I were just talking about this. I was obsessed with Hannah Montana. Like,
really?
Obsessed. Loved that in kindergarten, and then big High School Musical girl.
Of course, everyone was.
Had High School Musical lunchbox in kindergarten.
Fouled off again. The at-bat continues.
But I think the best show on Disney Channel was Wizards of Waverly Place.
It was Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody is really good, but I'm fully a Wizards of Waverly Place girl.
That's up there. I still love Selena Gomez. You have to watch Only Murders in the Building.
I know, I do. I love her makeup. Rare beauty. If you're in the search for makeup, highly recommend.
You know what? That applies to me.
I'm wearing some right now. It's the best stuff. Huge fan.
I should start doing makeup for TV as well, because we're clearly in front of the camera so much.
Well, yesterday when someone asked Tim Kirchin about his transition to broadcast, he's like, well, I started wearing more makeup than my wife.
Charging over is Sean Lane. Catches it. That'll be 8 consecutive outs, almost through the entire order on his own as Sanders.
Very exciting. A chance for another 1-2-3 inning. That would be 3 in a row for Ryan Sanders. He is just really getting to work. And like I said, he's efficient without necessarily being like so aggressive. It's just he's just playing so smart right now. It's great to see.
He's hitting the zone when he needs to.
Yeah.
The only problem is that might wear in his arm if that became a problem. But right now, that is not a problem in the slightest.
Yeah, no.
First pitch coming in, fouled off by Jenkins. Jenkins hit that RBI double in the 2nd inning. Sadly, that ended the inning, though, after Gibbs was caught trying to reach home plate.
Yeah.
Gibby. That was a good show.
Oh, yeah, iCarly. If we're going to Nickelodeon, iCarly was my fave. I liked Victorious, too.
Victorious was iconic. Victoria Justice. Oh, my gosh. Ball high and away. I think that was my childhood crush, Victoria Justice. Oh. Very sad to find out she was mean behind the set.
I know. Everyone talks about it. She's like apparently not great, which is unfortunate.
Pitch away. Count now 2-1. Ariana Grande has a song dissing her, I think, somewhere in her discography.
Oh, my gosh.
Earlier in her career, definitely. I think Ariana Grande does not give a rat's bum about Victoria Justice anymore. That's popped up. Chasing over Sean Lane again. That's going to go wide foul, though. Count 2-2.
So interesting that she's the one that became famous out of that show.
I know.
Never would have expected it.
She also changed ethnicities. I should not have said that on air, but yeah. Actually, what's-her-face is still famous. Elizabeth Gillis is, like, doing some drama show on Netflix.
Yeah, she's in something, and then I think she's...
she has a career for herself, which is impressive.
Yeah, she really does. She's an amazing singer, so I'm not that surprised.
The 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. Still 2-2. Who else was on that? Oh, my. You know who I saw on TikTok? What's his face?
Beck.
The third?
Oh, Leon Thomas.
Leon Thomas.
Yeah.
He was just like on Twitter, and he seemed, or on TikTok, and he just seemed like a normal person. And most of those child actors do not seem like normal people nowadays. 2-2 finally hit into play. Great single there. Ian Jenkins having himself a good game, a single and a double. Can the T-Bolts capitalize?
Yeah, that was a great hit. The sound off the bat was just perfection. Bringing up Miller Green now in the DH position, who got off to a dangerous start, but then did strike out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to remain calm here. He cannot freak the freak out.
That was really good.
I'm not going to lie, that sat in like my top 20 songs from last year.
That's fine. That song's great.
Because my roommates and I, whenever we had to like clean a room or whatever, that was the banger. Or when we get ready for parties or guests, that was it.
It's a great song. Great episode, too.
That and Tampa Bay Bust Down by Young Gravy and Chief Keef. Have you heard that one?
I have not.
It's a country song. Smack straight up the middle, charging is Rogers, hands off to Petrie, and that'll end the inning. Sadly, the recorded straight outs ends at 8 for Sanders, but still another great inning, just a single from Jenkins, as the Big Train maintain a dominant lead here over the T-Bolts, 7-2 on the road in Tacoma. Leading off for your Bethesda Big Train, trying a new intro there, Sean Lane. Top of the 6th here. Still on the mound is Dean Wandell for the Thunderbolts. First pitch swung on by Lane. There's that new aggressive mentality you were talking about, Allie.
Yeah, no, I know. Sean Lane, kind of a more patient guy we've seen so far, but has really been swinging at it. Worked for him in his first at-bat, got the RBI double. Flown out in both his last two, but a couple of those flies drove home a run, so.
Pitch comes in for a ball, count now even to Lane.
That one way off from Wandell. Got a bit of a cotton candy sky situation here in Silver Spring.
Don't mention food. I am hungry. Hit hard by Lane, but that's going higher than it is horizontally, I guess is a way to call it. Well fielded by the center fielder, Brown, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Someone's clapping.
Another fly out to center field for Sean Lane. You know, not ideal, but he's working on it.
You know, I'm heartbroken. I was excited to go to Hill Country Karaoke and eat dinner right after that because there's a McDonald's near it. But apparently they sold out of tickets for karaoke on a Wednesday night.
That's bizarre.
Absurdly strange, but now I cannot do the duet of Timber with my friend Rhea Davall. Very upsetting. I was looking forward to that all day.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Zombie by the Cranberries. You know that one?
No.
Because my voice can go, It's this Irish woman.
Okay.
Violence.
That's really specific.
Yeah. That or, what's the other one? Hit down to the second baseman, Favre. Gets that one, but a little bit of a bobble there. Still has it. 2 straight outs for Wandell. That or, 1 Week by the Bare Naked Ladies.
No.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. Got a drumstick and your brain stops ticking.
No.
Banger. Our music tastes are about as different as they can
Yeah,
get.
no, I know, seriously.
Because I listen to rap music and, 90s alternative.
Yeah, that's just completely not what I listen to.
Country, pop, what else?
Country, pop, Taylor Swift.
Well, she falls in both country and pop.
I know, but sometimes I just see her as her own genre now.
Fair enough. She's such a unique artist. She's one of the few artists that actually writes their songs, which I appreciate. First pitch swung on and missed.
Yeah, I could talk about Taylor Swift all day long. My go-to karaoke song, either Hot and Cold by Katy Perry or You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift.
Nice. Second pitch of the at-bat. Falls low, 1-1. Actually, I did, what's it called? Don't Stop Believin' with my friend
Oh,
once.
yeah. That's a good one,
And
too.
I nailed that.
If I'm doing a
Killed it.
duet, like me and my cousin at holidays, if my family does karaoke, we'll do Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
You do karaoke with your family? My family's not fun enough for that. 2-1.
The last couple Christmases we have, it's been really fun. My cousin, like, loves it for some reason. He's a rising sophomore in college, so not like a little cousin cutesy situation. It's just...
Ball in the dirt, count now 3-1.
But we do Don't Go Breaking My Heart for the duet. It's good. A good one.
We play games and drink a lot in my family's Christmas. We what's it called? We played poker one year and it ended at 1:30 a.m. with my cousin screaming, "I got you!" Very drunk. Swung on and missed, count 3-2. I had never seen her that drunk because she was like settling down to being an adult at that point. But it was the last hurrah. I guess I think her wedding was coming up in a couple months, so she was just like gone, screaming at her dad, "Suck it, royal flush!" I think she did actually have a royal flush. It was beautiful, beautiful time. Full count, pitch coming in, ball low. Taking his base is Emilien Pitre. That's the third inning in a row we've seen Pitre at the plate.
That's Trey Wingett.
That's Trey Wing. That is Trey Wingett.
You're so far off.
I've been logging it in the wrong box. I'm so sorry. I got distracted by karaoke. Yeah, no, I was logging it. I wasn't distracted. I was logging it in the wrong box for some reason. I just started at the top of the batting order.
So second walk for Wandell, and then Schiavone at the plate now, who has yet to reach base this evening.
Oh, how quickly fathers pivot. They come in checking on you, and then suddenly it's, do you figure out grad school yet? Do you know where you want to apply? Love my dad. First pitch of the at-bat from Dean Wandell. Ball high, count 1-0.
The sky is so pretty.
It is a beautiful day.
Yeah, seriously. Started off very hot. This afternoon I was giving some swim lessons, and I was sweltering.
So you're not coaching, but you are teaching.
Yeah, I don't quite have the time to be a full-time coach anymore because of this lovely job that I'm doing.
So you're saying you would not show up late to this job every week because of the swim coaching?
Absolutely not. This is my priority of the summer. But, you know, we have most of the day free, so I've been given a couple swim lessons just here and there to make some money.
First strike in there. I believe the count's 2-1 now?
Scoreboard's telling us 1-1.
All right, we'll rock with 1-1.
Telling us 2-1, yeah. Or 1-2.
Oh, 1-2. You know, I always forget that the umpire gives us the count.
I know. When in doubt, go to the ump.
Pitch comes in tight there. Running is Wingett, and he'll get there safe. That is Trey Wingett. I got it right this time.
The wheels. Love to see.
The wheels on the Wingett go round and round. Nothing for that? Yeah, fair enough.
Sorry.
No.
I was switching the scorebook.
No, that didn't even deserve a pity laugh. See, when it's a bad joke, I have to make fun of the fact that it was a bad joke, and then I got a little laugh out of it there. That's how I continue to live. That's hit deep. Back by the left field fence. Gone. Oh, my gosh. That was a bomb from Schiavone. Big train. First homer of the season, I believe.
Yeah, it is. And from none other than Jason Schiavone, who's found himself in a bit of a batting slump lately, but if you're going to get out of it somehow, a home run is the way to go, and brings Trey Wingett home. Big train up 9-2.
You know, I would have been screaming if we weren't already up 7-2 before that. Big train just piling on.
Oh, he's giving a hug. Oh. Schiavone going over there to hug one of the Big Train bench coaches. Just things you love to see. That's the best way to get out of a slump. He is so excited in the dugout right now.
A homer or a hug?
The homer, then followed up by the hug.
I was going to say, hugs are good stuff.
I think
Don't underrate a hug.
The hug comes because he's out of the slump. Very, very exciting.
Sometimes you might need a pre-homer hug to power it. 2-0 count here. Pitch comes in, taken high, count 2-0. I did not even know we could see the scoreboard. I didn't recognize it until you said.
No, I know. It's A, it's in a weird location. B, it's kind of small.
The 2-0. Takes the pitch right down the middle, now 2-1.
Clay Wargo, 2 hits today, 2 singles. Pretty good day for him. Pretty good day for all the Big Train bats.
Everybody's chipping
Not
in.
a pretty good day. A great day. We're almost at double digits.
I believe. Swing and a miss there. Count moves to 2-1. He scored, he scored, he scored. Everyone except Baylor Cobb and Emilian Pitre have crossed the plate.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff. And both of them have hit well.
Yeah, they've both scored multiple
So,
RBIs.
They are doing their part despite not touching home.
Emilian's only because he was caught stealing, and I just don't know why Baylor Cobb hasn't reached. That one hit deep. It'll land in the gap. Oh, my God, the Big Train cannot stop. It'll stay just a single there as Wargo doesn't turn on the Jets immensely. But you gotta talk to Wandell here.
Yeah, expecting some sort of a mound visit, but Clay Wargo, 3 for 4 today, 3 singles. Great hitting from him. And to see the homer and some of this great hitting coming so late in this order is exactly what you want if you want to be a threat in this league. The Big Train are going to need to be dangerous from top to bottom, and it's finally starting to come together tonight.
Oh, my God. Felix's head almost came off there. First pitch 1-0. And Wandell tonight, 2 walks, a hit by pitch, 2 earned runs, and 3 hits given up. No strikeouts.
Yeah, not what you want to, not the stat line you want as a pitcher.
Count now 2-0. This inning just will not seem to end for the Big Train. Thought I saw a flash of lightning, but again, it was just the field lights turning on. I need to get my eyes checked. Need to get my eyes checked, my phone fixed. Ball high. Count 3-0. Felix chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool at the plate.
Garrett Felix always calm, cool, and collected at the plate. I've never seen him looking kind of antsy up there.
His shoulders are very relaxed, which is probably good for his form. I said probably because I don't know too well. Batting stances. Count 3-1 now as that pitch does find the zone.
Does he always wear like those red gloves?
Yeah.
We've never been this close.
Are you a true Big Train fan, Allie? You gotta know
Clearly not.
every single article of clothing these guys wear, as he'll be running in his Adidas cleats now over to first, drawing a walk.
Third walk for Wandell, bringing up the hottest hitter this evening, TJ Rogers. So runner on first, runner on second. Big Train up 9-2, and TJ Rogers with a chance to do some serious damage, and there he goes.
Yeah, Wandell is gone here. Coming up to the mound, it looks like it's number 31. There is no 31 on the roster. We'll have to wait for the PA to announce it after this break. On the mound for the Tacoma Thunderbolts now is Connor Kelly out of UMBC. His favorite movie is Field of Dreams.
Oh, well, he is a baseball player. Very interesting. Kelly rostered as a catcher and has seen time on the field for the Thunderbolts this season, but not as a pitcher.
They have a lot of those guys that they're using in multiple aspects. First pitch from Kelly, a ball.
So also you have to think maybe if he didn't see as much time at UMBC as he wanted this past season, or perhaps didn't play as well as he wanted, might be looking to kind of rebrand himself.
He's also listed on the roster as number 93. That pitch goes wild. Advancement to third is Felix, and he is safe. Runners in the corners now.
He's too quick.
He's quick-witted, as they say.
Quick-witted, yeah. And again, Rogers at the plate, who's having himself an evening.
Sheesh. I mean, yeah, a game. Like, 2 singles, a double, and a draw and walk, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. It takes me like 5-10 seconds to list everything he's done today. Swing and a miss there. Count 2-1.
Yeah, and in the infield has been really impressive at shortstop. The grass isn't super conducive to quick movement this evening. However, he did get that pass off to Sean Lane to record the out very successfully.
Yeah, he's been aggressively charging the ball. Count now 2-2, which is something you need to do in that situation because it's not coming to you. You got to come to it when the grass is like this.
The 7th batter faced in this inning. We're at the 5th cycle of the Big Train bats.
2-2 coming into Rogers. Hit, foul. Yeah, this has been a long game.
Yes. Well, not as long as last night.
True, but this has been a long game for only one of the teams here. And that team is thankfully not your Big Train. Taking a moment off the mound.
So Wandell would finish his performance with no strikeouts. Kelly here, even count, chance to kind of rewrite this inning.
No strikeouts, 3 hits, 2 earned runs. And Kelly comes in and does the job. He gets the strikeout that Wandell couldn't and ends the inning. But Napple for the Big Train put up 2 more. They lead now 9-2 here on the road in Silver Spring. Leading off this inning for the T-Bolts is the first baseman, Andrew Shayab.
Kai Burdick now on the mound for your Bethesda Big Train.
First pitch from Burdick. Finds the zone. Count 0-1. Off to a good start.
Just some final stats. Ryan Sanders, 5 innings pitched, 5 Ks, just 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, but 2 runs, and those 2 runs don't even feel like they happened, which is what I just told Nick.
Actually, I have him credited for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
Oh.
But I could be wrong.
No, I lost track. I honestly stopped counting, so it's definitely me.
3 in the second, 1 before that, 1 after that.
Got it.
The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Sorry, 0-2. I'm reading that board horribly wrong.
It's a weird board.
No, it's my fault. I should be able to notice that balls go on the left and strikes go on the right. Then again, us combined are not very good at left and right.
No. Me, first and third last night. I kept calling the bleachers the wrong.
Me labeling right field, left field, and left field, right field. Not great either. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Great start for Kai Burdick. He's getting rolling here with a K against Shayab.
Bringing up Fabre. He's got a K and a ground out today.
Ryo. That's not a name I've ever heard before.
Me either.
Is it maybe it's short for Ryan? Oh no, probably just Ryo.
And I think we've been calling him Rio, but definitely Ryo.
Yeah, that's
R-Y-O. And the PA at his home stadium just said Ryo. So
I will trust that. First pitch, ball high. Oh my God, the smoke is just hesitating in the night sky coming off that pitch. Not smoke, I guess the dust.
Kai Burdick, tallest member of this Big Train team.
The 1-0 from Big Bird. Swung on and missed. That's so good because his name's Burdick.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like someone he's played with before has had to have come up with that. Right?
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe not.
The 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2. You know Big Bird almost died?
Like the guy who played him? Or
Yeah.
That's so sad.
They were going to send him in space on the Challenger space shuttle.
Oh, my God.
He would have been involved in that tragedy. Sadly, high school
Oh.
teacher and trained payload specialist Kristen McAuliffe took his place and sadly lost her life in that tragedy.
Oh, wow.
But just the fact
that they were going to send Big Bird to space.
Yeah, I mean, wow. What a world we live in where Jeff Bezos gets to go to space, but not Big Bird. Fouled off there. 2-2. Big Bird, a celebrity icon. They should put Elmo out in space. They can do a little Elmo's World song where he's pointing at the globe.
Where he's pointing at the actual physical world.
It's Sesame Street. Get your public broadcasting money in order. Actually, are they with HBO? I don't even know. The 2-2 pitch coming in from Burdick. Fouled off. Stretching there is Fabre to get to that. Ryo stays alive-o. For those of you at home who can't see, we're both just shaking our heads. I know I've made a mistake. That was literally like old MacDonald level rhyming, just adding E-I-E-I-O at the end of everything. Again, the 2-2. Almost hits Fabre. He's worked this at bat to his advantage. Now it's a full count.
Burdick off to a really hot start, but really fighting here. Stay alive against, or Fabre really fighting to stay alive against him, making him Burdick work for it.
Here comes the full count pitch. Hit by Fabre. Tracking back is Petre, and he gets there. Fabre takes a long time, but they deal with him, and that's back-to-back outs recorded for Burdick.
And we're back to the very talented recent high school grad, Beck Urofsky. Burdick with a chance for a 1-2-3 inning. That would be the third of the day for the Big Train, and then the 5th inning was just 4 batters faced. So Sanders was set up Burdick very well.
And he's delivering. He's coming into a clean slate, and he's killing it so far. First pitch of the at-bat, ball away, count 1-0.
Urofsky with a ball eventually would, a walk would eventually score a run as well.
That pitch fouled off way far down the first base line. Count now 1-1.
Thumping above us is just ridiculous.
The 1-1 pitch. Count 2-1. Now, I wonder who would think the best place to have acoustics. Honestly, I'm going to start thumping back in the middle of the inning. See if they understand that there's talented people at work right now. Just because we live below them, we're not trolls. The 2-1 comes in. Strike, count 2-2.
Burdick just one strike away here from the 1-2-3 and keeping the Big Train lead at 7 runs.
2-2. Grounded up. Burdick almost thinks about getting it with his offhand, doesn't, but wow, what a play from Rogers. Oh, the ball is loose. Not going to advance past first, though, so no damage done. But Burdick, he was like, I'm going to reach out and get that. And then immediately, like milliseconds later, was like, what am I thinking? That's coming in hot. Pulls his naked hand away, or his bare hand, I should say, and lets it go through. Bekurovsky reaches on an infield single.
Great speed from TJ Rogers out there. Couldn't quite, get his balance to get the pass accurately to Sean Lane. So, unfortunately, runner on now for the Thunderbolts. But Burdick, again, 2 outs. Chance to retire a batter into the inning here.
Just 1 out away. First pitch. Fouls that off. Lane's not going to be able to get to that in time. Count 0-1. Burdick 1 hit, 1 strikeout in this inning so far. Checking up on Yurovsky there. The 0-1. Hit down the gap between the second baseman and the first baseman. That'll be another single, this time for Brown, his first hit of the game.
Kai Burdick off to a really hot start, but struggling here now. And luckily for him, it's Quadros up next for the Thunderbolts. He struck out in both his at-bats today.
Ryan Quadros, the left fielder tonight, out of East Stroudsburg University. Another guy who's listed as a fielder and pitcher on the roster.
Quite the utility roster the Thunderbolts have.
Jack of all trades as a team, but tonight not looking like a master of anything. Down 9-2. They do have 2 runners on here, though. They're not done yet. Burdick, again, like you said, start out this inning great. Ground out, strikeout, but now is stuck with 2 runners on. Oh, aggressive throw there. Unable to get him. Well-placed throw, though, by the catcher, Baylor Cobb. Count moves to 2-0. Crowd is hushed. It's like the Masters right now. The 2-0 comes in. Pops that up. That's going to go to a fan behind the plate, and the count now is 2-1.
We've been pretty safe here. Lucky.
I know the table isn't wood, but I'm knocking
seriously.
on it anyways. You say that, and I might lose an eye. Or, I guess, bruise an eye, because a baseball's not going to blow my eye out. Best Christmas movie, A Christmas Story. Shoot your eye out, kid. That's iconic.
Never seen it.
Oh, my God. I love that movie. The 2-1 comes in. Misses. Count 3-1. So many quotable lines.
I've seen Elf. I love Elf.
I'm not the biggest Elf fan.
No, Elf is great.
Christmas Story's great. He goes, he asks Santa for a Red Ryder BB gun. He stares him in the face and says, just shoot your eye out, and shoves him down the slide. Santa's not nice in that movie. And he does shoot his eye out. Pitch. Misses. big lead from Yurovsky off second. TJ Rogers trying to signal for a throw. None comes. Count 3-2. Wait, I'm just calling something.
He was just, one of the coaches wanted to know the count.
Explain to the coach how we got to this point. Burdick got 2 runners on here, looking to return to that form from the beginning of this inning. Full count, pitches in. It's high, and he'll take his base. Cobb was set to throw, but no reason to throw there. Quadros loads the bases for Robert Lightzel.
The walk there from Burdick, again, loading the bases down to Lightzel. So Thunderbolts with a chance here to make something happen on offense. Burdick really struggling, sending 2 hits and then a walk.
First pitch coming in amidst some thunder above. Count 1-0. Yeah, what happened here? Burdick just suddenly not the same man.
Got off to a great start with the strikeout, and then Fabre flew out, but then an infield single, a true single, and then a walk. So he's been struggling. He had 2 outs.
That's a strike there. Definitely a strike. Count 1-1.
Again, those 2 outs giving him the opportunity to end this inning without any runs, but bases loaded for the Thunderbolts. It's now or never for Kai Burdick.
Wouldn't be pretty, but he would get the job done should he record an out of any sort here. That's going to be called high. Count 2-1.
Whew.
I think it sounds like his dad is in the stands tonight, Robert Lightzel.
Someone's cheering for Bobby.
Would make sense. He's from Burke, Virginia. That's not too far. The pitch comes in. That's a strike. Count even now, 2-2. Again, Burdick just 1 pitch away from freedom here. He's got to finish off Lightzel. The 2-2. Fouls it off. We're going to keep going. Really thought that would be the pitch.
Burdick from the University of San Francisco, sophomore. Did not have any stats this past year in college, but definitely looking to use the summer to go back as a Don and see some time on the mound.
That's what they're called, the Dons?
Yep. My uncle went to University of San Francisco.
Swung on and missed. There we go, Kai Burdick. He will end the inning unscathed. 2 strikeouts. A little scary there with 2 hits and a walk, but no runs will score. Your Big Trains still lead 9-2 here on BigTrain.tv. Leading off now is Emilian Petre. He is 2 for 3 so far today, also hit by a pitch. Still on the mound is Connor Kelly. He came in, recorded a strikeout on Rogers to end the inning. Petre fouls off the first pitch, count 0-1.
The BA announcer rivaling Jay and Richard with the pronunciation. He did Emilian Petre.
I was listening to A Milli by Lil Wayne, and he says, "A million here," and I'm like, "A million?" The way he says it, too, it's almost exact. Like, it sounds like he's saying a million. Fouls that off. Count 0-2.
Song will have a whole new meaning now that we...
I'm surprised that's not his walk-up song. That'd be so dope. A milli, a milli.
Yeah, that would be good. I'm not gonna like suggest a walk-up song, but if I could, I would maybe tell him.
Interesting form there. Look, Kelly, what was going on there? He wound up, stopped mid-wind-up, kind of dangled his leg, and then went through. Pitch wild, count 1 and 2. A million here, a million there. Sicilian, long hair. The 1-2 coming in from Kelly. Fouled off by Petrie. The at-bat continues.
That one over. Big train dugout. Cars, I think, in a much safer position at this field than at ours.
I actually arrived on the opposite side of this gigantic high school. I was so confused. Bus dropped me off, and I'm like, there's no baseball field. Hit down the third baseline. Foul.
So many foul balls here for Petrie.
He's staying alive. That could also be his walk-up song. That wouldn't be that good.
Yeah, no. Amelia's hype. Like, that would be good.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you can see Baylor Cobb just rocking out to that.
Baylor, every time he's at the plate, bumping.
Pitch misses. Count 2 and 2 here. T-Bolt fans a little upset with that call. T-Bolt's actually getting some pretty full stands. It's nice to see that.
Yeah, I mean, our stand's almost always full, but
We're
not as
the
fortunate
best.
other places.
Petrie finally swings and sends it fair straight to Fabre, who fields it and records the first out of the inning, a ground out for Emilien Petrie. Up next, Peyton Schultz. He's had an interesting game. Walked and scored in the first, hit by a pitch and scored in the third. Fielder's choice RBI in the fourth, and then flew out in the fifth.
Yeah, quite all over the place for him as he's moved into the fourth position in this batting order as of last night. Kind of a power hitter, looking to see him get something done.
Strike called there, count 0-1. Fouled off by Schultz. Now behind in the count to Kelly, 0-2. Kelly here, a great start. 2 batters faced, 2 outs. Ball high and away. Count now 1-2. We're going to say he went around? No, he held back. Count 2-2. Thank God. I really did not think he swung there.
Yeah,
in the
no, me
slightest,
either.
despite Tacoma fans getting rowdy. The 2-2. Hits that oppo, reaches away and gets it to Landfair. Pushing to second base as well, Peyton Schultz. A stand-up single. He does not go to second. Apologies. It's just a single. First hit given up by Kelly.
Great hit there from Schultz. Perfectly placed down the first base side. Things you love to see.
Absolutely. First pitch of the at-bat coming into Sean Lane, fouls that off. He's swung on every first pitch tonight.
I know, seriously, super change in approach. Be interested to see, talk to some of these guys and figure out what kind of things the coaching staff are telling them to kind of get out of that slump. We saw Schiavone break his slump earlier with the first official home run of the season for the Big Train. He had kind of been ice cold for 2 or 3 games. I would love to know.
That pitch a strike, 0-2. Yeah, we will hopefully be talking with Schiavone after the game. Looking for a pickoff throw there, not able to catch on first base Schultz. Swung on and missed. That'll be strike 3 there. Lane goes down swinging for the first time tonight. Second K of the game for Rogers.
For Kelly.
For Kelly. I had a major brain fart there. I don't know why I read the name of the guy who hit second and thought that was the pitcher. Been a long day. Bako at the plate.
Shaken Bako.
I'm killing it with some of these nicknames. Adam.
That's my favorite so far.
Same. Big Bird is too easy. Still good, but too easy. First pitch taken for a strike, count 0-1 here. Kelly did give up a single, but he's been efficient otherwise. 2 Ks and a ground out. Looking safe so far this inning. Cobb did hit that 2 RBI single in the first. Has not made contact since then. Or not gotten a hit since then, I should say. Fouled off by Cobb. Count 0-2.
Kelly with a chance here for the quickest inning so far for the Thunderbolts. This could be 4 batters. The rest have been about 6, 7, 5, 6, and 7 range. So it's been a long night for the Thunderbolts pitching staff.
Yeah, surprising that they've only thrown out 3 pitchers here despite the length of this. Ball inside, count 1-2.
Yeah, I think they pushed Thalheimer a little longer than I expected. He ultimately would finish with 9 hits and just 4 Ks, so not a great day for him.
He conceded 7 of the runs responsible for Thalheimer. Tipped and caught. That'll end the inning. Great work from Kelly there as he goes through 4 batters to get out of that inning without giving up a run. We're entering the top of the 7th now here on BigTrain.tv. We are alleyless here for the bottom of the 7th. I'm sorry, you're just going to have to put up with me talking to myself. Something I can do well, though. Leading off is Gibbs in the bottom of the 7th. Apologies. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Still Kai Burdick on the mound. First inning started off great and then fell a little bit loading the bases, but did get out without giving up a run. The 1-0. Also low, count now 2-0. That's a homonym. I'm alleyless and allyless, for those of you at home wondering. This is what I do when I talk to myself. Great pitch there from Burdick. Thumping into the back of the catcher's mitt with a resounding sound. Count now 2-1. Pitch from Burdick, high and away, now falling behind 3-1. Righty trying to be careful here with what he shows, the lefty and Gibbs. Gibbs did hit an infield single. 1 for 3 on the night. Reaches there, holds back the bat, and will get to first on a walk, starting off the inning.
Number 36, Ian Jenkins.
Now coming up to the plate is Ian Jenkins, who's having himself a great day despite Tacoma down 9-2. He had an RBI double in the second and reached on a single in the fifth. First pitch of the at-bat from Burdick coming in. Swung on and missed by Jenkins. Chasing that one, count 0-1. Allie, for what you missed, it was a walk. That is it.
Just want to let people know if they ever come to this field, the bathrooms are really far away. Strike one. Beautiful.
You weren't gone that long. How far away were they?
I ran.
Good hustle. 0-2 now. Allie Navarrete now multi-sport athlete. She can run track and swim. And she can sing. She can do it all.
I cannot sing.
Sing better than I can.
That's a rumor we need to stop spreading.
You can sing better than I can. That is a low
Yeah,
low
I don't
bar.
know how high of a bar that is.
Oh, jeez. I mean, you're not wrong, but it hurts to hear it from someone else. The 0-2 pitch from Burdick. 1-2. There goes my dream of going on the rebooted American Idol.
Oh my gosh, I would have loved to be on American Idol when I was a kid. That was like one of my favorite shows.
That was my
Back
dad
in the
on
OG
show.
era, like Paula, Simon, Randy.
Randy Jackson. Or Johnson? No, Randy Jackson. Randy Johnson was a pitcher in the MLB with a big fat mustache. Played for the Mariners, amongst other teams. The 1-2 pitch from Burdick. Smacked by Jenkins. That is deep left field. Going. Off the wall. It'll stay in bounds, but oh my God. Look at that speed from Gibbs. He will get to home. Oh, but he is tagged out at the plate. Called out. Umpire almost punches him in the back. But that'll go in as a triple for Jenkins, who's now a homer away from the cycle.
Wow, though. What speed there. Oh, the dust is really coming back.
Oh, it's in my eyes.
Some serious speed there from Gibbs, but it wasn't quite enough. Baylor Cobb gets the tag. Great defensive play from the big train there. But what a hit for Jenkins.
Jenkins clobbered that. And great base running there to notice they were going to try and get Gibbs at home. Hightail it over to third. Runner on third now for the DH, Miller Green. Hit a double, grounded out in the fifth, and went down looking. He's 1 for 3 tonight.
There is dust everywhere. It really clouded up as Gibbs was sliding into home base. The dust just really came toward us.
We need the crop dusters to come help us out.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, they would dust the crop, so they would only make it worse. Right? Because those are the planes that come by and drop like pesticides and stuff. Burdick looking to regain some control over this inning. Ball low and away, 1-0. I wonder if we have a cough button on this. Actually, that would be great. Strike called. Count 1-1.
I feel like the dust is really aggressive at the moment.
I don't know why. That one was just coming off the ball.
Coming off. I mean, Cobb's glove must be, after that play, covered.
Swing and a miss there. Count 1-2. Hefty swing from Miller Green as Burdick gets ahead.
Miller Green has struck out once already today. Burdick with a chance to give him the second.
One, two coming in from Burdick. High and away, count 2-2. Sorry, high and inside. That's something I need to see inside by Bo Burnham. Completely missed that era of the pandemic. Even count here. Burdick into Miller Green. Called strike. Miller Green's second strikeout looking tonight. And that'll be the third strikeout recorded by Burdick.
Chance here to face Shaeb, who also struck out in his last at-bat. So despite the runner on third, 2 outs here for the Thunderbolts, and Kai Burdick a chance to get out of this one. It's such a nice night. I'm not over it. The breeze is just like,
This is ideal weather.
yeah. It's a beautiful night for baseball.
Okay, this is, oh, I do have a roof. Forgot I found out I had a roof recently in my building. Count 0-1, so I'm just going to take a nap up there tonight.
You're going to sleep on the roof?
Well, nap. I'm just going to rest up there before I go to bed, I mean, basically.
Oh.
My problem is I don't go to bed until 2 a.m. anymore. This job
Yeah.
has changed my sleep cycle.
That's not how this job has affected me.
What do you mean? How has it then? Strike called 0-2.
I just mean like I feel like I'm so tired when I get to home I go straight to bed.
See, I am too, but like I need some nick time.
No, I sometimes I eat something and then I'll shower and then I'll just go to bed. I try to go to bed by like midnight.
That is much healthier than what I do. I think I was doing GRE prep last night somehow. No clue how I was awake for that. Swung on and missed. That is the 4th K from Burdick as he gets out of that inning. And the Big Trains still lead 9-2 as we enter the top of the 8th here from Tacoma. Leading off here for your Bethesda Big Train, that's right, they are your Big Train, is Trey Wingett. Top of the 8th here, it's 5th plate appearance for Trey. Good contact on that one, but that's got a track foul down the third base line. Out into the streets of Silver Spring. So we are in Silver Spring, but this team is the Silver Spring Tacoma.
Mhm.
Okay. It's just like one neighborhood town over, I guess, one town.
Yeah, we're like but Montgomery Blair High School where we're at is Silver Spring, Maryland.
Second pitch comes in very high.
The
Count
went
1-1.
to catch that one because it hit him, but
Could not get the catch.
oh, Jason, such a gentleman, running over to
Yeah, Schiavone.
get the ball.
Schiavone must be in a great mood right now.
I
after
know,
that.
seriously, he looked thrilled after that hit. I was so happy for him. He's again been a bit cold lately, and to come back, I mean, it's the strongest way you can.
Tips that one. At bat continues 1-2. Kelly, the pitch. That whistle came in at an inopportune time. 2-2. There's another game, I guess, either football, soccer,
Well,
or something.
I was actually on my little journey to the bathroom. There's a
Oh.
lacrosse game happening at another field in this complex.
That's a big complex.
Yeah, so we got softball behind us and lacrosse to our right.
I think softball was replaced by Little League by the number of children I saw at the snack stand. Count now full.
Perhaps. Oops.
Because I could hear screaming before. I think one of the softball teams won.
Well, I would assume one of them won. It was a championship.
I meant that the game had ended. Strike 3 there, Trey Wingate. You were saying that they might still be playing, so who was more wrong? Still probably me. Strikeout there, Wingate, his 3rd K of the game.
That is 3 straight Ks, too, for Connor Kelly.
3 straight Ks? Cobb flew out, I thought.
I have it as a strikeout, but I could be wrong.
I think it was a foul tip. Oh, that does go in as a strikeout, though, doesn't it?
Yes.
So that is 3 strikeouts for Kelly. I need to trust more. Ball low. Count 0-1. Joe DiMaggio. Tacoma still trail 2-9. Or in other words, Big Train lead 9-2.
I like those words better.
Gotta put our team first. Strike called there, low pitch, but still in the zone. Count 1-1. Schiavone at the plate, Wargo on deck. And should we see him, Felix in the hole? Holds back the bat. Count 2-1 here. Kelly having himself a game, like you said, 3 straight Ks, just 1 hit given up.
Yeah, definitely taking care of business here in relief for the Thunderbolts. Obviously not the best start for them, but he's not responsible for any of that so far.
Popped up by Schiavone. Tracking in is the center fielder, Brown, and he makes the catch. That'll be the 2nd out of the inning. Coming up now, Clay Wargo, who has 3 singles today. Grounded out.
Wargo. Yeah, I was just going to say that 3 singles. Very, very efficient today. Getting himself on base in this final position here in the Big Train batting order.
First pitch of the at-bat and swing and a miss for Wargo. Kelly doing some good work here.
Yeah, a chance for the first 1-2-3 inning for the Thunderbolts tonight.
Another strike from Kelly. Another swing and a miss from Wargo. Count 0-2. The 0-2 from Kelly. Fouled off. The at-bat continues. Got the DC Grays at home tomorrow, right?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to check. It will be DC Grays at home, and then looking ahead, Friday at Olney to face the Crop Dusters.
Swing and a miss. Another K. That's his 5th K of the game for Kelly through 2 1/3. Retired 7, 5 Ks. Will return in the bottom of the 8th as the Bolts look to try and make something happen down 2-0. Leading off for the Thunderbolts is Rio Fabre.
Number 18, Rio Fabre.
Fabre flew out, grounded out, and struck out. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Bottom of the 8th, apologies. Tacoma SST running out of time. First pitch, swing and a miss.
Thunderbolts are 2 and 4, 2 and 5 coming into today.
2 and 3
2 and
according
3.
to point streak,
Okay,
but
yeah,
there
yeah,
might
yeah.
be another game in there. Grounded out to third baseman. Oh, Schultz loses it off a tough bounce. He will reach. That'll probably go in the book as an error.
Okay, folks, now playing second base for the big train from Louisiana Tech, number 1, Colton Hegwood.
We've put Hegwood out at second base for those of you who just heard that at home.
So Emilian gets to rest his legs.
Third baseman, Beck Jurovsky.
Now it's Beck Jurovsky at the plate, who is 1 for 2 today with a single. Burdick comes in hot on the righty there, count 1-0.
I think this is the first time we've seen Coach Sal switch out a field player in the middle of a game.
You are definitely correct with that.
Yeah.
I think we pinch ran once, but this is the first fielding substitution.
Yeah.
That's going to stay fair. Pushing to third is Fabre, and to second inch trots Jurovsky, the high schooler. Hits an extra base hit off Burdick. Burdick giving up his third hit of the game.
Jurovsky has just been so impressive for such a young guy. Obviously, he is committed to play at Cornell and play Division I, but getting his start in the Ripken League is just, I mean, if I'm the Big Red coaching staff, I'm excited to see what this kid can do up in Ithaca next year.
Put that boy on the field. Let the kids play. Burdick now in a lot of bit of trouble. No outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Gonna throw it up to Sean Lane. Sean Lane's gotta get the ball, throw it right back to Burdick. Trying to keep the energy up, but there really was nothing to be fun in that. Offered overtime, Malik Gardner. First pitch of the at-bat. Burdick coming into Brown. Ball high and inside. Burdick really struggling with that heater. It's coming in way too much right now, especially against these righties. You want it to come in to try and clog him up, but he's brushing him back. Burdick again. Too high there. Count 2-0. In danger of loading the bases.
And no outs still. Not a great situation.
Thunderbolts not done yet.
Again, Big Train with a hefty lead, but you'd like to see them get out with a first really solid win.
And he hits the batter. That is the first hit by pitch recorded by Burdick, second of the game from the train. And that'll bring up Ryan Quadros with the bases loaded. He's 0 for 2 today, but did draw a walk in the 6th inning.
Burdick in desperate need of recording an out. Trying to see who's in the pen for the train right now.
Looks like it's number 33.
Yes, 33.
That would be Todd Mazzocchi warming up in the pen. First pitch called strike. Oh my gosh, that is the angriest I've seen a batter at a 0-1 strike. Quadros was saying some words I can't repeat to you right now.
And the thumping has started above us as the Thunderbolts here with a really good chance to score.
Yeah, I'm watching the board light up. You guys can definitely hear that. Pops out to right field. Caught. Tagging up is Fabre. The throw is on target. He is out at the plate. Big Train have been throwing everybody out at the plate. That's the 3rd time that's happened today. Fabre left walking off discontent as a fly out from Quadros suddenly means just a runner on second and 2 outs.
Yeah, that was a very, very good play between Schiavone and Cobb there. Cobb has been playing really well at catcher. It's the 2nd time we've seen a Thunderbolts runner tagged out coming home. And the arm on Schiavone, I mean, we've seen him catch, but the throwing has been on point today from him out in right field.
Same from Felix, too. He was gunning him in from left field.
Yeah.
First pitch. Ball, count 1-0. Lightsell 1 for 3 tonight with that infield single back in the 2nd. faced Burdick back in the 6th, struck out swinging. 1-0 pitch comes in, fouled off.
You can
Yeah.
see the net shaking.
1-1 now.
That was our closest call yet, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Imagine you were still walking to the back from the bathroom when that happened.
I know. No, but I didn't come over around the front. I didn't want to be in the shot.
No, but still, that hit like right up there before the camera. Fouled off, count 1 and 2. Like it was at the entry point.
Yeah.
For those of you who are just tuning in, we are beneath the bleachers.
Right behind home plate.
Yes, it's a beautiful view. But as that thump just told you, a little bit of noise.
A little bit of noise, and the net in front of us as well.
Burdick looking to Houdini himself out of this inning. The 1-2. Hit, caught by Rogers, and that'll end the inning. Big Train almost gave something up there with runners on 2nd and 3rd, but the Bolts cannot coordinate the attack. Train leads still 9-2, entering the top of 9. Leading off here for your Big Train is Garrett Felix, but there's a pitching change on the mound. It's lefty Bryce Smith from Marymount. He's had a tough start to the Cal Ripken League. Came in, pitched 1 inning, gave up 3 hits and a walk, totaling 2 earned runs in that 1 inning.
Another one of those guys for the Thunderbolts who's listed as both a pitcher and something else. He's also listed in the infield for Marymount. Very impressive hitting stats, 385. 609 slugging, 40 RBIs, 6 home runs. So a very good D3 program in Marymount, and Smith, one of the standouts. But his pitching so far in the Ripken League has not been great.
Hesitation before we start here. A little mound visit.
Smith, 1 inning pitched this season, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, and a walk. No strikeouts. So tough look.
Gonna get started here. Hoping for a better outcome today. Low pressure situation, down 9-2. First pitch of the at bat to Felix, high and away. Count is 1-0. Got a lot of run on what looked like a heater there, I think. I think his release point's low, so there's a lot of horizontal. love to see him pitch again here, and I will. Count 1-0. That is like a two-seamer. Counts 2-0. Got that little late, almost a dip, move out to the left. Not as upward breaking as a four-seamer. Try and watch his hand to confirm he's gripping a two-seamer. Hit by Felix. That'll get out of the infield. Unable to get there is the second baseman, Fabre. And Garrett Felix with a leadoff single to start the top of the ninth.
Second base hit of the day for Garrett Felix. He's bringing up TJ Rogers, who's been super hot this evening. Double, single, an RBI single, another single, 2 runs to his name, and a walk. He did strike out in his last at-bat, but new pitcher here to face.
See what kind of damage he can do against Smith. Smith, the mustachioed Mysterio, coming in with the first pitch of the at-bat. Low in the dirt, count 1-0. Felix on first, following that single to start this inning. We know he's got wheels, but I'd be shocked to see them pushing him here. There's not much a need for more run padding. If they blow the lead, they would blow it at any rate. Swing and a miss, count 1-1. Oh, but the ball goes wild. Felix charges to second and is in safe. Unable to tag is the shortstop, and Felix with his first stolen base of the game. So he was running at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he was. Fair enough.
Fair enough. 1-1 pitch coming in here from Smith, the Marymount pitcher. Felix is running. He's going again, and he will get to third. That's back-to-back stolen bases for Felix. Jeez. So I really just said the most incorrect thing possible.
Why would he run? Proceeds to steal 2 bags.
Why does the cage bird sing? Why does Garrett Felix steal 2 bases up 7?
Because he can.
Because he can.
He loves the adrenaline.
My Angela should have figured
rush.
that out a lot sooner. Because it can. It sings because it can. The 2-1 pitch, and it hits. No. Looks like it hit. I guess it hit the base of his.
I think it went just by him.
Yeah, sorry. It might have been the sound of it hitting the glove there. Apologies. Count 3-1. Trying to get back in charge of this at-bat is Smith. The pitch coming in on 3-1. Swing and a miss. Got him hacking at that late break there. Count now full to tonight's leading offensive force, TJ Rogers. Full count. The pitch in. Ball away. Rogers registers his second walk of the day. And now we got runners in the corners for who else but Emilian Pitre.
No, Hegwood came in to replace him, remember?
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. It's Colton Hegwood now.
Hegwood replacing Pitre in the field as well at second base.
Where do I put that on this card?
I don't know. I'm just going to write.
Just going to put it up here. Hegwood. Colton Hegwood, a guy we've seen a great amount of so far this season. Hitting .235 and 17 at-bats. Draws 3 walks as well. Strike called, count 0-1. Meaning he reaches base 35% of the time.
Smith finally able to get ahead to start here.
10 strikeouts actually for Hegwood on the season.
But he's also had some hits, so you kind of forget about it.
Whoa, ball coming in close to Hegwood, 1-1.
And the hits have been kind of hard to come by for the big train so far until tonight.
When there are
when they have been electric.
When there have been so many that the homer was just like, yeah, another 2 runs, all right. Still actually a great homer from Schiavone. Goes around the pitch there, count 1 and 2.
Yeah, he was so happy about that. I just love to see a player happy like that.
Game close to done and dusted. Me and Allie close to dusted.
Yeah, seriously. My computer, I was typing earlier, and it was just, the keyboard is completely covered in dust.
My fingers feel disgusting. Count 2 and 2 now. Again, thank you, though, for the setup from Tacoma. I know we're complaining about being beneath the stands, but it's a great view. And they brought us a table and chairs when we needed a table and chairs.
Yes, they did. Thank you so much. Very hospitable towards our crew, which we much appreciate.
the SST TBT. The 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. Hegwood with his 11th K this season. Wait, what?
I think they'll say
Did
he
tip
got
it?
some contact.
Okay, at bat stays alive. It's 2-2. Say Hegwood has struck out in 50% of his plate appearances. That is not a great start to the season. Popped that one up. Tracking over is the short stoplight Sal, and he makes the catch. 2 outs now. Sorry, 1 out now. Board updated way quicker than I expected it to. Now at the plate is Peyton Schultz again. Still 2 runners on. Felix in third. Rogers on first. Do you think the Thunderbolts can summon some of that 9th inning magic that the big train have been running on all season, Allie?
If it were a little closer, perhaps, but I think this one might be just slightly out of reach. Never say never, but this is the first time I've really been super comfortable heading into a 9th inning of a big train game.
First time we've known the outcome heading into the 9th inning, 0-1 now. Even when we lost to the Giants, it was still within reach.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Anxiety-inducing games so far for the train. Kind of nice to just be able to sit here and go, we got this. God willing that they finish this off. Second pitch comes in. It's a ball. Count 1-1.
Yeah, seriously. Again, the train with only 1 loss on the season, but the wins have been quite tight. Slightly nerve-wracking for us, and I'm sure for you at home as well.
Drop in the comments. How well have you guys been sleeping at night after the blood rush of multiple 9th inning games? Hopefully well. I know I have not been. 2-1. That's just because we're out here at night. We're Nighthawks now.
Seriously.
I think I got out of bed at noon today. Literally just sit there, roll over, grab my TV remote, do some work on my laptop, and then eventually get up. Hit hard down the third base line. That'll stay fair. Schultz with an RBI single. Push. No, he's going to push it to a double. No one in the Thunderbolts defense really going hard there. Rogers on third. Schultz on second after an RBI double. Pushes this lead to 10-2.
First time this season we've seen the big train in double digits as Garrett Felix comes home. And still just 1 out, so a chance to push that lead even further, but great contact there from Peyton Schultz.
Yeah, big train. Double digits. You love to see it. Almost a double-digit lead. I don't know how league rules work, but I bet you they would want to play out the bottom of the 9th. Sean Lane hits it to the shortstop, well fielded. Coming home, though, is the runner Rogers. He will score. And the big train advances the lead to 11-2 on an RBI ground out.
Catcher, number 23, Baylor Cobb.
Just 1 run away from that 10-digit. 10-digit? 10-run lead. I don't know why I said 10-digit.
Trying to be fancy. Didn't come out properly, sadly. Rogers, though. 3 of the 11 runs have come from him crossing home plate.
Yeah, he's been unstoppable today. My player of the game, I think.
Very good take. I would give a shout out to the starting pitcher, Sanders.
Oh, yeah,
as
Ryan
well, though.
Sanders. That feels like ages ago that he was on the mound. But
I know. He went 5 innings.
yeah, that was very impressive. Most we've seen a big train pitcher pitch so far. Went 5 full innings and did a great job. Loving seeing him in the rotation. Hoping he gets to play at the Pove soon. He has not started at the Pove yet.
Oh, that's true. Fouled off. Count now 1-1 to Bayco. Speaking of Old Bay, I've been meaning to try the
crab
chips.
chips.
I've been
Alright.
putting Old Bay on all the French fries I've eaten.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Old Bay fries are so good. There's, if you live in Bethesda near like Sangamore Shopping Center, there's a restaurant called Bethesda Market. They do like sandwiches and stuff.
Ooh.
Best Old Bay fries ever.
I'm not gonna say I'm an expert on Old Bay. I'm not from Maryland. Very good Old Bay fries from the place I get my lobster roll hot dogs at. I believe that's Mason's Lobster Rolls over in Western Market.
I believe you.
Thank you. Feel validated. 3-1 here. I gotta say, I'm not a genius, but one thing I can pick out is good food. Have you ever had the falafel chain that's in DC? I forgot what it's called, but they're so good and so cheap. It's like you can get fries and a falafel for $5.50.
I don't think so.
There's one in Georgetown. I'm so sad that I'm forgetting the name. Hit out to right field. That'll be a single. Well hit by Baylor Cobb, putting runners in the corners.
Baylor Cobb, who had not registered a hit coming into this game, is now doing just so well, and he's been great also defensively behind the plate today. So kind of been he got that RBI single that brought home 2 runs in the first inning, and then another single there. Just things you love to see. Shake and bake-o. Shake it and bacon.
It's called Falafel Inc. It was actually voted the #1 new restaurant in D.C. by Yelp, I think a couple years ago.
I've never heard of it.
And all profits go to refugees.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's cheap too, so it's a win-win. I think you can get a sandwich and fries for $7, or just a sandwich for $4, because the sandwich is massive. Count 0-1 here. Normally, I just get a side of of falafel and fries, because I'm not the biggest fan of mazboot sauce. I don't know what it is, but I just know I don't really vibe with it.
Okay.
Ball low and away. Count 1-1. Okay, a 3-hour game tonight. Not that long.
Compared to last night, jeez.
Last night was like a 3.5-hour affair.
There was so much commotion.
We don't want Luke Weeks pitching. We're scared. Live from the Metro's bench. 1-1. Whoa, brushback pitch to Trey Wingett. Yeah, for those of you who were not there, the Metro Braves were protesting because Luke Weeks was
Jack Weeks.
was not on the roster card. Despite that not being a rule in this league, he's on the roster and everything else. He's part of this team. He has been for a long time. Ball away. Count 3-1.
A veteran guy, and they were protesting a rule that didn't exist, and it just made the game go on so long, and we were not happy about it.
15 to 20 minutes of the umpires having to call the lead.
Calling as you put it, the Cal Ripken government.
The Cal Ripken government. The CRG. I feel like that's like a military group. Fouled off by Wingett. That definitely is something. CRG. We're getting to the point of the game where I'm just Googling things. It is a real estate firm? Okay, it's nothing. I thought it was a group in a power struggle in another nation, but definitely not.
No.
You never know. Maybe in a couple years they'll be like the Karakan Revolutionary Group, CRG. Swing and a miss there for Wingett. That'll be his 4th K of the day. And it will end the inning. Big Train do bring home 2, padding that lead out to 11-2. So close to finishing this game off here on Big Train TV. Last licks here for the Tacoma Silver Spring Thunderbolts is the leadoff pitcher, Casey Gibbs. He is 1 for 3 today.
You said leadoff pitcher.
Oh. Well,
We're a little delirious here.
the sand has affected our brains, ladies and gentlemen.
Seriously.
Todd Mazzocchi's on the mound. That is a new pitcher. I think I got two thoughts merged in my head.
I think so too.
Count. I really don't know, actually. Second pitch comes in. I think the count's 2-0. No, 1-1. Yeah, I don't need to eat dinner tonight. I've gotten all my nutrients from infield sand. 1-1 swung on and missed. Great pitch from Mazzocchi there.
Mazzocchi with a chance here to quickly end this game. Big Train on their way to their most hefty win of the season, coming against Silver Spring Tacoma. Last game was just 3-2 on opening night, so the Train have really started to figure out how to hit the ball, which is exactly what we've been wanting.
We've been hoping, we've been praying, and now they're spraying that ball all across the outfield. Look at how dirty Gibbs is from that play at the plate after
seriously.
the Ian Jenkins triple in the 7th. That was just a massive cloud of dust reminiscent of the book Grapes of Wrath taking place in the Dust Bowl. Ball away, count 2-2. Weird book, Grapes of Wrath.
Never read it.
Never read it, but I memorized it for the trivia camp I went to when I was a high school sophomore.
You went to trivia camp?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, that's all I'm going to say on the matter.
yeah. And I thought it would just be, I'm going to do like Jeopardy for 2 days with people at Cutsdown. No, we had like classes and quizzes and tests, and I was up all night studying. Swing and a miss there. Strike 3. Mazzocchi, 1 batter, 1K, retires Gibbs.
That's
Yeah, it was
horrible.
And my roommate had like photographic memory and was the #2 trivia player in the country.
Oh,
Why
my
are you
God.
here? He would go to bed and I'd be sitting on the floor of outside a Cuttstown University dorm. Just like, okay, that's King Philip's War, Tecumseh, okay, okay.
Tecumseh, yeah.
I was just like basically shaking.
That's horrible.
It's okay though. I moved up to the second flight of 4 by the end of the week after starting in bottom flight, so that was hot stuff. Grounded into the third baseman. That's going to be an error for Peyton Schultz. And Jenkins will reach. That is actually the second error of the day on Pepe.
Yeah, I believe so. And it was almost exactly the same situation. Kind of just bobbled out of his glove out there. Unfortunate. And
You know, I'm just going to say, it seems like Big Train's kind of just relaxing. This
yeah,
time.
I didn't want to. Peyton doesn't look too pressed about that one.
He kind of just walked over towards it. Complacency could breed problems. It is just a 9-run game. That is just 2 grand slams and a solo shot from pushing us to extras, Allie.
Wow.
Just like 2 more cycles through the order to get there, but hey, anything could happen. Trying to make that happen is Miller Green. He's struck out twice, 1 for 4 tonight. Count 2-0 to MG. LMG, Lyle Miller Green. The 2-0 comes in from Mazzocchi. That's going to land across the plate. Count 2-1. Little bit of pressure here building on the Train. I mean, it's 1 runner on, but a little bit of pressure. The pitch comes in. Fouled. No, it's going to stay fair to the first base line. Sean Lane will walk it over for the second out of the inning. Jenkins will advance to second, bringing up Andrew Shaeb, who's 0 for 3 tonight.
Big Train here, and Tom Mazzocchi here with a chance to end this one quickly. Just want to go back to the Big Train pitching as a whole. We were talking about it during the break, but 5 full innings for Sanders, 3 for Kai Burdick, who had a bit of an up and down performance, but still held the Thunderbolts to just 2 runs that came during Sanders' performance, which was all around just incredible. So kind of forget those 2 runs even happened. And then Mazzocchi here just has to do 1 inning of relief. It's just exactly what you want to see from this pitching group.
Yeah, it's big league stuff. Guy goes 5, guy goes 3, guy goes 1.
Yeah.
And just giving up 2 runs total. This Big Train pitching staff, I think, is the best in the league.
Yeah, no, it's been super, super impressive.
And we're getting even more guys. So protect your neck, Cal Ripken League. First pitch called strike. He went around that. Andrew Sheb. Someone tell him to hit it hard. Honestly, at this point, you just got to hit it. You can't be picking and choosing. Swung on and missed. This has got to be a tough game for Tacoma. This is as bad as a loss as you can get without being sent home early.
Yeah. The Thunderbolts also just not, we've talked about it, not off to the best start of the season as a whole. Big Train, meanwhile, I think they needed a win like this.
They've been great, but an offensive win like this. Ka-chow! Todd Mazzocchi strikes out the last T-Bolt. That's 2 Ks in 1 inning. Todd Mazzocchi records, I don't even think that's a save. It's not close enough for that, but the Big Train win, 11-2. And I think we can turn the camera and show you guys what we've been up to.
Show the people under what it's been looking like.
How the other half lives. Oh, baby. Are we visible right now?
Yeah.
Ah, that's actually a good shot of us. Okay.
Now we're visible. This is where we've been. We're under the bleachers at Silver Spring, Tacoma.
Yeah, the only one of us who could fit under here is Michael Michelle.
No. I think when he stood up fully,
No, he was
couldn't.
brushing it.
Oh, no. Anyways,
I'm just making fun.
huge win for the Big Train tonight. Very exciting stuff. 11-2, your final score. And it was really the bats.
Oh, my God. It was both. Because, I mean, the pitching gave
Yeah.
up 2 runs, and I think a total of only 8 hits through 9 innings. That's, not the best, but they were able to keep them from really building anything off those opportunities.
Yeah, no, seriously. It was a great performance on both sides. Finally, what the Big Train has been looking for. We've talked to some of the guys who play in the field. I believe it was Sean Lane the other day who said, our pitching's been great. The hitting just needs to match it. And also to see other guys, we've talked about Emilian Pitre, kind of carrying this hitting on his back, but to see TJ Rogers step up today, Baylor Cobb getting his first hits, Clay Wargo with 3 singles. It was just like top to bottom, the order was great. Jason Schiavone got out of his slump with a home run.
I was about to say, you're going through all the great offensive moments, and there's so many that it's like, oh, yeah, Schiavone hit a home run, too.
Yeah, no, it was just everywhere. Everyone was contributing, and that's exactly what you need to see. I'm so excited for what this team can continue to do this week.
Allie, player of the game. Who do you have? I'll tell you who I have after you go.
I'm going TJ Rogers. He was impressive in the infield at shortstop, playing very quickly. There was 1 out recorded between him and Sean Lane that was just excellent. And then the hitting, let me give you a little recap. We had a double to start, and then he scored a run in that inning. Then an RBI single, another single with another run recorded in the 4th. Then a walk in the 5th. He did have that strikeout in the 6th, but we'll pretend it didn't happen. And then another walk in the 9th. So not only was he hitting, but he was also patient, getting on base no matter how he could. And, he hasn't really been one guy that we've been talking about a lot. So for him to kind of emerge in this game was why he's my player. What about you?
I would agree, but I'm going to go contrarian just for the sake of the broadcast.
We can't pick the same person.
Peyton Schultz also had a great game.
Yeah.
2 runs, 2 RBI, a double. He was just doing everything. He reached on almost everything possible. A walk, a fielder's choice, a hit by pitch, a single, and a double. 6 at-bats for him. 6 at-bats for most of the Big Train tonight, which really just tells you what kind of offense we were churning out.
Yeah, seriously. And I'm excited to see what they can do back at the Pub tomorrow night.
Yeah, we will catch you back at the Pove tomorrow. DC Grays will be coming to town. A little bit of a rematch after the Grays narrowly lost to the Big Train, I believe 5-3 at home. We'll, of course, be with you for that. Where else would we be? And cannot wait to be there with you all for that game.
Yep.
Thank you for tuning in here on Big Train TV. I'm Nick Poor here with Allie Navarrete, as always. Thank you.